And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon regulation.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat Cape graduate, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You wanna get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Yes, what you got today?
Spoon. Spoon TV. Spoon.
Ba.
Spoon.
Skibidi-bidi-da-ba-do.
Spoon TV. Spoon entertainment.
Kua. Bese kua, kudileo. Kudileo.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon radio station. Spoon television.
Yes, I. A special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you bought today? Yes, what you bought today? Besetu. Bada. Skibidi dabado.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEOs, then coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia.
Okay, so Spoon is going to tell you what's happening in Liberia. Spoon will tell you what is happening in Monrovia, what's happening across the ministries, the agencies, what the policymakers are doing, what the updates are across Liberia, what the issues are that are making the headlines, making the different news headlines across the country. And this is where you get to engage, to interact with the newsmakers. This is where you get just authentic information about the happenings across the country. I'd like to say welcome again. Thanks to everyone for joining us tonight. My name is Nelson Colette. This is the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. Sincere apologies for the delay, a bit of technical adjustments we had to make in the back end to get us coming back on. But it's a good thing that we're here again tonight. And I want to welcome everyone to the show. Let me quickly move to the comment section and just recognize a few of you because we've gone a little bit into our time and we have a great conversation coming on up tonight. Let me recognize Baker Ramsey. Thanks for joining us tonight. Clarence Benson, we appreciate you coming on the late night show tonight. Let me say welcome to Seku Asumana. Thanks for joining us. James Eta Yasa Wido Kokulu. Thanks for being here tonight. Thanks to Alice Band for joining us. Philip Bala, Mr. Bala, thanks for joining us tonight. Kindly share the program as you come on. There's going to be a great conversation here tonight. I want to recognize Kruma. Kruma, thanks for joining us. Hashim Fambule, as always, you're here tonight. Eric McGill, thanks for joining us. Mary Lincoln, hey, my Mary, thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate you coming on. Let's hope we can have a great show. Rufus and everyone coming on tonight. Let's hope we can have a great conversation. I want to go in the background and bring on the rest of the folks. Let me bring the rest of the team on. As most of you are aware, our guest on this edition of the program is going to be it's no stranger. I mean, Miss Fatima, as you know, is one of the panelists on the primetime show Spoon Talk. Very vocal, of course. One of the females who is making the case for Liberia and women across the country, across the Liberian community as well. And she's going to be here tonight. There's a very important issue we're going to talk about, and we want you to share the program as you come on tonight. Let's have a great conversation. We're going to be asking her some questions. You're going to get some details relative to this particular issue. And let's hope we can talk to all sides of the story as well. The platform is always open to everyone. But let me bring Moba on quickly, our co-moderator. Moba, thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to have you on. You are muted.
Oh yeah, that on me myself. Thank you, Nelson, and thank you to our many listeners around the globe.
Thank you. Let me bring Raymond Zeze on. Raymond, thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to have you on.
It's always a pleasure being here. And we're glad to be here again.
Great. Josh Reader, thanks for joining us, man. It's great to have you on. Josh, you removed the CDC from your name or what? You have one less CDC there, Josh Readers /CDC. Wow, are you disowning the CDC now? Josh is
no, it's just temporarily
considering
the message 2029. I hear him going to God,
Definitely, yeah. I'm running for the seat of senator.
No, but
Imagine
that. But it's a great thing to have you on tonight, man. We appreciate you.
Thanks,
we gotta see people changing things I heard before or ever. Take all of them off. Put new people there.
Definitely. I'm with you.
No, but you usually don't agree with George on the show. No, you and George go at each other. But when it comes to, you see, that way the country problem can start from. When it comes to George contesting for a senatorial position, he said you support the man. But on the show, you and the man will disagree, you will get at him, but that's it. It's a good thing to have you here. We want to welcome someone on the show that has not been here for a very long time. I remember in the heat of the campaign, he and Josh went at each other. And unfortunately, I had some technical issues and I couldn't access the show. Just within that time, just few seconds. I mean, very close to a minute, the show got heated and it was, I don't know. Mr. Johnson, Sylvester Johnson, thanks for joining us on the show tonight. It's good to have you.
The man lost in camera.
I don't know, but it's good to have you.
Moiva, don't let her watch out Derek Osaya, Moiva. Just keep it cool.
Yeah, so let's hope we can have a great conversation. We want to welcome you to the show. It's been a long time. But it's a good thing that we're all here tonight to talk about Liberia, talk about the forward march of our country, to talk about the unfoldings. And it's great to have you on tonight. Just before bringing our guest on, I want us to do our opening quickly. As always, just 1 minute across the table, and we can get going. The vice president, I don't know how many of you saw this. The former vice president wrote a lengthy response to the recent decision of the president. I don't know how many of you saw that, talking about the appointment of a new culture ambassador.
Why didn't you get a perfect key?
Terming the option, terming the action as intolerance, and a whole lot. And once we're done with the conversation with our guests, we're going to dive into the other issues here tonight. But let's do our opening. Moba, you can kickstart your 1 minute, and then we'll move to Raymond.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. Look, Nelson, it's just funny, right? It's laughable because why the cultural ambassador something is a tenured position, or it's just something that people just probably will be there for the rest of their life. It just frustrating everything, like in Liberia when it comes to people making decisions, people doing things that probably will benefit the country. People will always, put politics in it. And I think we as a Liberians, we should desist from that type of habit and focus on the thing that will transform our country. We shouldn't think about, look, the past government was there. They did a lot of funny things then. We know. Nana, the host of Senate refusing to audit 2 of their account. You know why? Because it stole a lot of money. I think that the thing the Liberian people need to be talking about is that about the other person being there for 50 years, the other person being there for 25 years. Since Judy Annie was there for more than 30 years, what the difference she have, probably bring to the cultural sector when it comes to our country. Can anybody list me few or maybe put video level see or the national globes or probably making your culture out there, get website I can go with nothing. But
Thank
what
you.
people do, they don't politicize everything in our country.
Thank you. But again, the former vice president being a Liberian citizen, she has the right as well to react uh
No,
to
I'm
have a
responding to
say,
her.
express her opinion
I'm
as
just
well
saying my
on some of
mind
the
now. Oh, yeah,
happenings
I'm not
she did.
responding to her.
But we're gonna make more analysis on that later on the show. Raymond, your 1 minute. Let's hear you, sir.
So I want every Liberian to realize that serving your government is a privilege.
It's
As
not.
much as it's a right, it's not one that anyone can claim, especially for appointed position. Madam Joel Howard Taylor, the Liberian people rejected you and your authority to make such a decision and gave their authority to His Excellency Joseph Yema Boaka. So whatever he does is lies within his purview, his judgment, even if it's his opinion. So that statement of hers is much more divisive than anything because she doesn't has the authority to even voice her opinion. All appointed official work at the will and pleasure of the president. If that is
No,
true,
Raymond. When you say anyway, just exhaust your 1 minute, so we take Josh.
if that is true, that means the former vice president got no fish to fry in there. That's why she was rejected. When the Liberian people said to her in her government, the CDC-led government, we refer to Joseph Yuma Boaka, that's the authority to turn over to him to make those decisions.
Thank you.
And
Thank
it doesn't make any sense for one single Liberian need to be stamped on a position in government. I remember after this election, the vast supporters of the Rescue Nation requested that Judy Andy be removed because she's one person who has stayed in that position for ever so long, and they haven't seen the reform she has brought. And they believe that this cultural ambassador has a lot to play in attracting tourism to their country. And they don't see our culture, art, and creative art blooming in our country. So they wanted someone who will bring new innovation and some transformation to that aspect of our governance. So I
thank you.
think I want to commend His Excellency for making such a decision. And I remember growing up, couldn't wait. I think it used to be around 6 o'clock to when Balawala Manawala comes on. Everybody would turn. Every kid would sing the song. So I think he's someone's popular and that his initiative have brought Liberia creative art to a limelight. And I think he has something to contribute.
Thank you. Thank you, Raymond. Josh, your 1 minute. Let's hear you, and then we can take.
Look, thank you, Nelson, and thanks to our listeners for coming in. Look, for the common analogy for my brother to sit on this platform and say because President Boaka was elected, so whatever he does is good, is right, and no one should question it. It's ridiculous. But look, I will leave that as it is, and I just want to focus on the nitty gritty of the issues that are happening back home. I think the next person President Boaka needs to call in and take the title from would be Maron Duaka said. She has been there for 28 years as the I think it's called the Gospel Ambassador, right? Gospel Music Ambassador or something. I think that's the next man she's going to ring. But maybe he's waiting when once she sings at former President Weah's birthday, then he will fire her as well. Maybe that's why he's waiting for because he wants loyalists. I think that's what it is.
No,
This
I
person
mean,
brought nothing.
I mean,
This
to
person
what
brought
extent?
nothing.
And I follow this thing where it's been rumored that because the former cultural ambassador went to the the former first lady's official opening of the City of Hope, that triggered what is happening now, which may not be the case, because Josh, you are aware that there are other officials of this government who attended that program. If that is something to go for, but I just want you to lend your thoughts, and then we bring Sylvester in because we have our guests in the background. We have to move on the conversation, and then we come back with the actual analysis on the other issues.
Thank you, Nelson. Look, when it comes to politics, I don't believe in coincidence, especially when it comes to making decisions in government. People make decisions based on what is prevailing. Look, this president brought no transformation to the presidency. The president knows not what he's doing. For the fact of the matter is that he did not put out any TOR for this new position, or this position that he wants to change the personnel in.
Thank
Nothing has changed. There's no TOR. What to say that what you would do this, what you do. Other people say because the woman is wearing wig, so she can't be there. They want she to tie leave on her head. That's when they will know she's cultural ambassador. People are so
Thank you,
ridiculous.
Josh. We want to hold you there.
Let's just call I get fool, man.
Thank you very
Yeah, they
much.
said the
You know, Senator Dillon said,
ridiculous.
when
People don't
let me quote Senator Dillon when he addressed the
Nothing the county.
Chief Sansan Kawa situation. He said, any traditional chief who you see riding air conditioned car, wearing smart watches, and then get smartphone, you know, you must know that something wrong with that whole thing. But I don't want
Wearing
to go there.
Ray-Ban. The man used to wear Ray-Ban in all his pictures.
No,
Even
they
the
want to
man in
remember
the dark.
Ramos.
Nothing the
They
county.
said remember
Your
ride on
opening
donkey
to
back.
bring our
When you
guests
ride
in.
on donkey
Even-
back, then I mean you zoom for two.
Even,
And
even
you
when
can
the
fly
man
when
in,
you attend it.
even
So,
when the man in the
please,
dark, the man used to wear Ray-Ban.
So I want us to bring Sylvester in quickly. Your 1 minute, your opinion.
Well, good to see you guys. Good evening to you guys and whatever part of the world you find yourself. I want to say thanks to everybody. Unfortunately, introduction has turned to talking about the culture, and it's like as if it's the topic. But I'm going to leave that until it can come out as a topic. I just want to, talk about what's on my mind. The country Liberia, that we all should strive to make it a better place. There will be ups and downs, there will be differences, and we all will disagree no matter what. But Liberia should be our first priority. We should not use one wrong to justify another wrong. I should not protect my own thief and you protect your own thief. If your thief does it, is right. If mine does it, is wrong. We all should call a spade a spade. And again, let me just piggyback on what the previous discussion. When you say cultural ambassador, you are the face of the country in terms of culture. So it's not like nobody laying for so you should wear lapa or this, that. But when people see you, they see you as a representative of the culture. You sell the culture to other culture. You link with other culture. You bring diversity and try to embrace everyone in terms of peace and whatever it is. So, and besides that, nobody was born with a title that it cannot be taken and given to another one. Let's look at how long she been there, you know. And to be very frank, every person, let's not joke on this platform here. Every presidential appointee is a praise singer.
Thank you.
Every presidential appointee, let the president appoint you, you go and start saying all kinds of, you'll be fired the next day. You work
Thank
at the will and pleasure of the president. So you don't want to work at the will of the president, go find somewhere to work. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your opening, and we would like to now bring on our guest. Well, we thought to extend an invite to our guest tonight because of this issue with the Montserrat County District 12 representative, Morba Yoko. Sorry, what's his name? Jerry Yoko. Morba Yoko is actually the guy from the ANC. Yeah, so Jerry Yoko This is something that's been in the corridor for some time. The allegation about uh, his involvement with some 40,000 United States dollars. We want to get the true story. We want to get more details on the story. And the reason why it's important to do this is because, let me just bring Cindy on. Cindy, welcome to the show. Because the reason why it's important to do this is because this individual is a policymaker, he's a lawmaker, he's an official of government. And like someone spoke about cultural ambassador being the face of the culture of the country, he's one of the faces of this government. He's one of the faces of Liberia. He leaves the country, he goes out there, he interacts with people, and it is said a lawmaker from Liberia. They may not necessarily call his name, but he's one of the faces of the country. And that's why it's important for us to get into the details of this issue and get to hear from all sides, get to hear from our guest tonight as well, what the detail is. And we're gonna ask her some questions as well. And so, folks, Sandy, you came late, so no opening for you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much in Lofa County. I don't want to go there, but let's bring on our guest, Miss Fatima. Um, I want to welcome you to the show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and it's good to have you on. And I think this is the what, second time, your second time on the late night show. Yeah, but it's our pleasure to have you on tonight. And we want you to just take on from here. Maybe you want to say anything in opening, and then
I would just first like to say thank you, Nelson, for allowing me to come to your show. To all of the panelists, I say thank you, and I say thanks for the work that you're doing to educate the mindset of our Liberian people so that they are making informed decisions and they are choosing the right people. And I would like to say to all of the viewers across the globe, your thank you for watching the show tonight. I think you guys know me. I'm an advocate. I'm a social worker. I stand for women's rights. I stand for human rights. I stand for social justice. I come here tonight with a very heavy heart. You know, if you've known someone and you try to speak to the person when something happens, you continue to encourage them, and the person does not adhere, this is the result. I don't know if you want me to go to into details because I will call the lady to explain. I do not like to trash people. I don't like to drag people. But he who comes to equity comes with clean hands. If you are a representation of the people, a representative, you have to be able to serve the people right. And that means that your professionalism, your moral standards, the things that you bring to the table should be just.
you know,
You
and
I'm sorry, you
yes,
should lead by
yeah, sorry.
example. That's what I
Mhm.
wanted to say. Go ahead.
Okay, and this is very important. You spoke of calling the lady. If it is possible, we would love to have the link shared with her where she can
Cool.
come on.
Okay, I
Uh,
can do that.
yeah, that's something we would love to do as well. But if not, then we can just do it.
Bring the
Yeah.
laptop with me.
So, Sylvester, you are not muted. It's been a long time since you last came on the show, so you know that when you call your camera off, you gotta cut your microphone off as well. Okay, but I muted you. So, if it is possible, we will appreciate to have her on. But while you're trying to do that, I want you to give us uh, an idea now, because for some people, this is the first time they're hearing about this.
Mhm.
Some people have just heard 30,000, sorry, 40,000 USD, Jerry Yobo, and that's all. They don't know the rest of the story. And that's why it's important for you to give us a background of this entire thing, especially how the lawmaker allegedly got involved with this entire process?
So this lady is a childhood aunt of mine. She used to rent from my father in Gardnersville. And so it was after the war. I was going to school. I was going to CWA. And, she used to just see me, how the lights used to be off and on. When I come from school, I'll be sitting with flashlight, studying. And she just used to admire that I wanted to learn so badly. She used to be very supportive. So she's always been my aunt. I just refer her to my aunt. Not my biological aunt, but because she lived, we live in the same compound and, I respected her. She's been my aunt. Fast forward. Her name is Ente Dede Kamo. She lives in Pennsylvania. The Liberian people, when they come to America, they always bring their culture with them, which is a good thing. She has been a susuma. Where you know susu, where people put in money and they get out money. Susuma for the last 20 plus years. This representative, Jerry K. Yobo, decided that he wanted to run for district number 12, Monserrato County. Went to enter Dede and said to her, I want to run as a susuma. Can you borrow me your susu money so I can go to Liberia to run? I will pay you the money. This was a year and a month ago. And so Ente Dede decided that she wanted him to run for it. And she decided that the last person in the susu were going to eat like 5 months later. So, okay, in 5 months, will you be able to pay the money? He said yes. So Ente Dede gave him 40,000 US dollars. And since that time,
When are we talking about? When is
like
that?
it's been a year and a month. A year and a month. She will come and explain, but let me just give the audience some information before she comes. She gave him $40,000. And he won but from that time, after the 4 or 5 months lapsed, he contacted her. She would give him excuses. She would say, I'm coming. And then finally, he won the election. So she said, okay, maybe now he has given me excuses for the last 6 months. Maybe he's won the election now. I will get the people money. But like brown people, they don't wait. So the people kept coming to her for that money, kept coming to her. She started working and paying because of her integrity. People respect her. She didn't want it to be like that. She had been trying to call Mr. Jerry Yagbo. He refused to call her or to answer her phone calls. So he became, they were sworn in, he became the representative for district number 12. She knows that I know him, that we have a relationship, like a friendship. So she contacted me 2 months ago. She said to me, Fatima, this representative owe me money. And people call you Joseph Boakai's daughter. I beg you, Mama. I know this man. With the respect that he will have for you, the people take the people after me for the money. I've been paying, but I can't pay no more. Please, I'm begging you. Call this representative and ask him for the money. Right away, I will show you all of the reports because I like to go with detail. On July 13th, I contacted him and I asked him to call me. He called me and we spoke. And I said, my daddy called me. My daddy told me you have money for her. I beg you. You are a representation of our Liberian people. As a representative, I'm begging you. You don't want your name smeared in this thing. Please, I'm begging you, pay the people money. He said, I will pay Fatu. But I do things for Liberian people. I can't believe. I said, don't worry. I don't care about the details. Just pay. I said, do you owe my dede? He said, yes. I said, but she said for the last 6 months, almost a year now, she been contacting you. He said, yeah, things for her. We're trying to learn and manage and live in Liberia. But now I will pay. I said, okay, please try to pay. He said, okay, he was going to pay. He has not paid. I kept calling him. I reached out finally to CEO because the lady will call me and cry and cry. I said, CEO, please, CEO said Fatu, I will contact him, but he's a representative. It is shameful. Please don't say anything. So I didn't say anything for a whole month. Me and him been communicating back and forth. He told me On the weekend of July 26th, he said, you know, it's a 26th holiday in Liberia. Right after the holiday, I will pay the money. Up to now, he has not paid. So I reached out to him recently again. I said, what the money? CEO2 also reached out to him. He told CEO we're going to pay. He has not paid. Finally, he decided to come to America a week ago. He came to the United States and has been avoiding this lady, does not speak to her, and has refused to pay the money. So Auntie Dede is desperate. Auntie Dede felt like because I know him, I'm not trying to go after him for the money. My thing is, if you are in leadership position, it comes with responsibility and respect. You cannot go and take people's money, hard-earned funds. You know how people work hard for. Auntie Dede, probably working in some group home, has to do double to pay. And she's paying people, she's been paying this money to people just so she's, if you hear her and you hear her story as to what this guy Jerry did to her, it saddens me. And you know, when you're saying these things, people will attack you and say this and that. No, we will hold people's feet to the fire. You're representing district number 12. You should represent them well. You should come with clean hands. Don't take from the poor people and try to show off that you are this rich man when it's not your money and you refuse to pay. So this is why I asked CEO to come on the midnight show so we can talk about it. I actually had a podcast yesterday and I spoke about it. And somebody, of course, you know that women will attack me. Some women attack me on the show. But it's not about nobody, it's about poor Auntie Dede. So I would like, you know, she's shy. I don't think she would really want to come on the show, but she would like to speak to you. I will ask her to come. But I think she called on the show too yesterday. I think she will want to call on the show and explain her story.
So, is there a way? Maybe you can call her and
Yes.
let's
Yes,
get her
I want her to be the one to explain her own story.
since she can appear
Yeah.
live
Mhm.
using the link,
Yeah, her right
and
now.
then we
Somebody
can.
Anyway,
I'm
the,
calling her right now.
uh,
Okay,
Calling her.
yeah. Sylvester, I know you have some questions. We're gonna have questions
I
around the
beg you, I
table.
will have
yeah,
question answer, but I
I
just
just
want
want to
her
say
to.
something before while she calling the lady. I just want to say something.
Okay.
This Jerry K. Yogba, with no disrespect, he's a terrible guy.
Enter
Uh,
that.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
I
sorry,
beg
we
you.
are on. I'm on Spoon TV, and you are live. And the Nelson will welcome you, and then he just wanted you to explain to the audience as to what happened, why you contacted me, when you contacted me, how much was the money, who took the money from you, and for how long. So Nelson's gonna welcome you first, and then you can speak. Nelson, go ahead.
Yeah. So, welcome to the show. It's good to have you on tonight. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, we first of all appreciate the fact that you can come on as well to um, further detail some of what have been said relative to this issue involving the lawmaker of District 12, Montserrat County. We want to hear from you. Let's give you some minutes to give us a background. We want to get things from your perspective, since in fact you are the one who's involved and all of that. You want to talk to us?
Yeah, please share the show. I beg you. Go ahead and take that.
Yeah, actually, this money basically it's not like it's the susu.
And then Dada, introduce your name. You introduce yourself, please.
It's Dede Kamo, and one of the susu man in Philadelphia. I've been having this susu for like 24 years. And Jerry was part of the susu, of course. But time came, he got the money. He went to the bureau to do his thing, all the thing. And then he got the money. I gave him.
How much into there? How much money?
Okay, right now, as I'm speaking, the money is 15,600 that he owed right now.
How much was the total money?
It was one, the susu is one hand supposed to be 21,000. So the two hand was 42,000, but he got his two hands. He went to go run, he can pay.
Okay. So I want to understand I want to understand this. Uh, was he a member? Was he a part of the Susu, or he just reached out to you to credit from you? Which of the two? You want to help us understand that?
You were part of the system. You were
Okay.
part of the system. And he took his own money and he went. And then the balance, because it's 1 year susu. So he didn't pay after he took the money, he didn't pay anymore. He went to run, he can pay, and up to now I've been struggling. So until we did it until the money left 15,600. That's the 15,600 I've been behind him to give me because the money is not my money. It's the people money, that's social money. So the people that left behind for this money, they went to took me to court. So I cried on Fatu. I said, Fatu, you my dollar. You got to help me. Talk to Jerry. I didn't even expect.
How long did you call me into the day?
2 months. We've been on the scene for 2 months.
Yeah. So let's give her the time. Once she's done explaining, the panelists have a lot of questions to ask her as well. Yeah.
Go ahead into there.
My people are big here. I don't want to go through all this. Right now, the player, I really deserve. I really want the people money. As I said, going on Spoon TV, same thing. When I bring my money,
I bring your money
to talk to other people, to talk to Jerry, to be able to give the people money because the people behind me. I really stress out. I really need this money. But me going in details and asking me questions. When I bring this money, I just want you to talk to. That's how to talk to somebody who will really help me to get this money. That's all. I really want to.
Okay. And this is very important. What we're getting from you is that the actual amount owed right now is 15,000, a little over 15,000 USD.
15,600.
Okay. So we want you to hold on a bit. Please remain on the line. Let's take just one question from across the panel. It could be to you or to Miss Fatima, and then we can let go of you. Cindy, you want to start since in fact you came in late.
Yeah, Nelson, and Fatima, it's good to see you. Fatima, sorry, it's good to see you. From the sound of Amanda there, it seems like she's actually very uncomfortable to be here. I think she wanted this to be discussed privately, from what I'm hearing. I mean, I think she wanted you to engage Jerry privately or find someone to help her. I think that's what I'm getting from there. But the question that I have, though, Fatima, is that you spoke with Jerry, right? Has your communication with Jerry been just verbal communication, or has there been any exchange of written communication?
Both verbal and written. Both verbal and written. Because initially, I only thought he owed my dad 15,600. I said, and my dad said, oh, Fatu, it's 2 hands. It was $40,000 plus that I gave him.
Right now, that's all.
Now he owes me 15,600. I've been paying the people money small. I want Jerry to pay the 15,600. I've been after him for the last month and a half. I got all the communication between me and him. He's made several promises to give Auntie Dede her money, and he has failed. He has not been able to do anything.
And because I'm Nelson's favorite panelist, I just got one more question, then I will let it be. Anyways, I just want to find out from Amanda though. Was this giving Jerry the money, Representative Jerry the money, was there any sort of a written legal agreement? I mean, written agreement, or was it okay? He's my brother. I'm just going to give it to him, and to if Jerry is unwilling to pay, like going this route, are we? I mean, if Manda there or you willing to take some sort of legal action?
Yes, I have all evidence to prove. Communication, documentation, I have everything. And he never denied it. He himself, from the communication, you will know that he admitted and everything. And he owed that money. I get evidence.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And I'm sorry for what's happening to you. I'm sincerely sorry.
Nelson, is that
Oh, so
my
yes,
time now?
sorry. Let's have Sylvester to go. Sylvester, please
Oh,
go.
okay.
All right. Thank you.
I thought the second period anyway.
Thank you, sis Fatima, for coming in. What have you? Uh, just hearing the name Jerry Yoba, and with you coming up with the story of my dad, to collaborate. Let me start this one. This guy was operating a business in Philadelphia by the name Tech One Solution on 668 Woodland Avenue. He took money from a lot of people in the name that he was a consultant to help them establish group homes. I have documentation to all of that. Contract between he and my sister. He took money from her, went to Liberia, and never did anything about it. And then man Dede has also become a victim of his behavior. I have, if you give me your email address, Nelson, I can forward everything to you. The contract, the agreement, the receipt of the payment, everything. I have
Yeah,
it.
I want you to forward that information to me.
Okay, please send me your email
Text,
Nelson,
address.
text,
Nelson, let you put
text my
it.
name, nelsoncollet@gmail.com. Yeah, and you can get it. But this is very important. This is serious. Someone from his office is reaching out. They want to speak, but no, we want to speak to he himself. If he can come on, we're not taking an officer, staff, chief of office staff. No, not political thing. We on here. The woman want to get her money. If he took the money, as we're hearing, she won't get her money. If he wants to clarify, he needs to come himself. Josh, you want to go ahead with your question?
Thank you. Oman Dede, I just before I ask my question, I just want to say that I'm sorry for what you are going through. Myself, I'm a victim of susu, stuff. I put my money inside a few years ago. That's why I washed my hands. I put my money inside, nothing came out. The other person I ate it ran away. Susu man cried on me. I just say, "You get the money, you go." It's sad, that people will do these things. But I gotta be very, candid here. From 40,000 to 15,000, I think there is an effort being made here. We can call this guy all the evil names, but I think he's doing something. What we could do, the most of the money had already been paid. If I got everything clear, 15,000 is a pocket change. I think this thing we should get it off the media. Speak to him. I've always been, and since the will is there, because you said it, you said he's not denying it. He's going to pay.
But he refusing to speak to the lady, though. He has not spoken to Enter Dede.
No, but the thing I'm saying, what I'm saying here is that
So
if I
let's
owe you
ask Josh to
40,000,
conclude his question.
yeah, if I
Josh,
owe you
I think
40,000
you want to ask a
and I
question.
paid 25,000, and I paid 25,000, right? I think you will agree with me that George is making an effort. So look, I know that this thing is like shaming him or doing this and that. I don't know whether this is going to solve any problem because Dede himself admitted that this is not going to bring her money back. Can we just take this thing off the media and speak to this guy like he's been doing? Pay 25,000, he can pay the 15,000. That's
Okay.
my comment. I don't want to ask any question.
And then Dede say something.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Let's hear.
Go ahead, Enter Dede.
I said the man is not even doing no effort. He just, don't care. Like, he overlook everything because since he came to this country, like, since he came back, he have not even called to tell or come to tell or anything. And then when he tell people, say, oh, I will get the money tomorrow, or I will get the money. It's 1 year now. So what can we do now? How can I get my money? So we should go to court?
Yeah, take it to court, Mama. Take it to court.
Thank you. Thank you
Woman,
very much. Again, George, I hope we are looking at this thing from the perspective of the other SUSU members. Those people sorry, Emmy, you have to mute. Those people who equally invested their money in this particular process, they've made plans for their monies. Maybe they have also promised other people they have expectation for their money and it's going this way. But
And they're
again,
taking Marjorie to court. She's in court right now.
That Nelson,
Mhm.
here is the thing: when you join the SUSU, the risk factor is very high. Even here in Australia, the Australian government does not honor
My,
SUSU
my man, we're talking
because
about all I want, Josh.
okay,
I'm
okay,
coming.
look, oh no, okay,
No,
okay,
no,
okay,
let Josh. I'm
go
trying
ahead.
to.
No, you go because you want to come here because my view is different from your
No,
view. I'm
I
not
am
saying the
not
guy does
cutting
not
you
owe.
off,
No,
Josh.
I'm talking about
I am
Moba. I'm
telling
talking about
Moba
Moba.
to give you the time. Okay, you've concluded, right?
No, I haven't, Nelson. So look, I think the risk is
Yeah, I
up
did that.
there. Once the
Yeah.
people that got the money is taking the old man to court, let her take this guy to court and get her money. I don't think what we're
Anyway.
doing here is necessary.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Anyway.
Let's take. I saw Raymond. Okay, Emmy, welcome to the show. Raymond, please go ahead. You have a question. Let's hear you.
For full disclosure, Fatima, let me honor you for being an advocate and standing up for women. I think women have been marginalized a long time, and myself stand for women. And to enter Dede, who is a victim of the circumstances, I understand with you. But I'm constrained to say what I know because I know Jerry personally, for full disclosure. And my knowing him,
Uh,
my interaction with him, and my
how do you know him?
experience,
No, I want to understand something, Raymond. How do you know him? A
I
friend,
know him. I
related,
know him
a
from the
relative, or
no, he's not a relative, but I know him from the Liberian community. And the
okay,
things I've heard of him, he's like a philanthropist. He have helped a lot of Liberians. So that's the personal sentiment I have built for him. So I got to let it out. But personally, I know some people who work for him, like Mohammed Khan. And I know Mohammed Khan because when I never had a car, Mohammed Khan would give me a ride when I was in Pennsylvania here, Philadelphia. And I know a few times I was with Mohammed Khan and he was speaking to Interdebted about payment on behalf of Jerry. So is it the same Susu that Mohammed Khan were paying on Interdebted?
Yes.
Then to an extent, I
no, no,
know.
no. I'm coming. Fatima, can you increase the volume of Into the Dead, stuff because she's coming in a bit low. I think the folks really want to get her responses very well.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. So did you confirm? Did you just confirm
She said
that?
yes.
Okay. Okay. So the payment that you, Raymond, you're making reference to is the same thing she's talking about. This
Yes,
country that was.
I don't think I've met her in person, but because Dedek's a Loma name, I'm Loma, it will stick. And Mohammed, I used to be in her car sometimes. He would call her and telling her he about to make the payment and all of that. I heard them on a conversation. Either maybe there was a delayed payment or something. But I mean, I sat in the car and I can recollect. So, like George said, right? It's unfortunate because personally, I know Jerry. I know him to be a good person. He has been kind to me. So my personal sentiments, but I understand too, Interdebted have to deal with this situation. But I just think it's the both of them are victim of the circumstances because I know Jerry. It's if I heard my brother Sylvester characterizing me in another way, and sometimes you know someone, but you don't know them entirely. But the part you know about them, is pleasant. And then when you hear a story about them, you wonder is the same person is the same person the story is being spoken about. But like my brother George said, I think he had made some efforts. But I think the circumstances too, putting his hands into the representative elections, man, I just put him into an unfavorable situation. And now he's embarrassed, and that's probably why he's not picking up calls. But if Jerry is hearing, anybody from his office hearing, I think he should put the call through. I don't care how bad things is. I don't think it was a crime he committed, but difficulties came his way. I think he should resolve this thing, And I
Thank
want to beg you, Interdebted, for the fact that I know Jerry and I know my personal sentiments about him is to be a good man. If he calls you and find a way to resolve it, please resolve it. This is a Liberian community. Some people can fall from high to low. That's life circumstances. You can have money because I know the kind of car he
They're
drove
talking to
in.
you 1 minute, girl. Yeah, she says something. Go ahead,
Okay.
Ate. He listening.
Yeah, I said, let me tell you, this is a long time thing, 1 year plus. You think I wanted to do things to Jerry all to this time that I won't do it? I don't even want to go that way. I just want Jerry to bring the people money so we can compromise. How you would give it to me. And then when he said he would give it to me, they didn't give it to me at all.
I understand Interdata, and I can understand your pain. If I was in your shoes, I know I would feel bad. But I'm sorry that the fact that I know him and my impression about him and what I'm hearing is different. And I got to know him over a long time too, and I've seen him do good for many persons. So, I just want to balance that conversation. And I'm not disputing that he didn't do anything. Like I said, I used to sit in the car with Mohammed Khan, and I used to hear him calling you. So I can testify that, yes, you're in Susu business. I know about that. Even though I don't think I've met you before.
Thank you. And Sylvester, I'm still waiting for the document. My
I
email
send
is
it.
Nelson
I send it to you.
Okay. Yeah,
Nelson Colette at Gmail.
I still haven't seen it yet, so we really need that document as well.
Yeah,
but
I send it to you.
You don't put a document up?
I could see that you at some point, especially upon knowing the conversation, wanted to recuse yourself from the conversation tonight. But this is it, and this is the space we sit in. There are times there'll be issues that will pop up about people we're so close to, but again, the nature of what we do calls for us being professional in handling it the way it should be. And so again, I think I appreciate you a whole lot. Let's hear from Emmy. Emmy, if you have a question, and then Mobile will be last.
Hi everyone. Hey Uncle Sylvester. Hi Fatima.
Hi, how you doing?
Nice to see you guys. It's a long time. Well, now I don't have a question per se, but I just have a little comment. I think I understand what everyone's saying that in the dish you give this guy a chance to pay the money. But we should also understand what she's saying as well. She did not come to the public right away to say anything about this situation. It's been a while, and he's at a point that she's at a point that this guy is not picking up her phone. So how do you discuss with someone? How do you arrange with them when you can't even talk to them, right? When you can't even they're not answering your phone. So maybe that's why communication is always important, right? You have to let this lady know what we are here saying. Oh, maybe some the election was tough, so he pocket guy empty and something. But how would she know all of that if he doesn't tell her? Pick up the phone and say something to her, right? You can't be ghosting this lady and expect her to understand. Maybe she felt like this is her only way she can come forward to say to be able to get her money. That's what I'm getting here. And I also think it's true that they should have arranged it in the back and something and do something about it. But then again, it was his fault for ghosting her and not wanting to pick up her phone, and she felt like this is the only way she could come forward to get his attention, and that's why it is. So I really hope that, like what Remy said, somebody will really call her and something, because this is not about just her. This is about people. She's owing people, and she had done so much working overtime to pay this money. Maybe it's choking her as well financially, and she can't get, so something got to get done. So I do understand her own way of doing it too, and trying to get attention to it and everything. But I just hope that he will call and get this result as well.
Thank you, Emmy. Thank you. Mobile, you want to go in finally? We will take some calls from the folks out there. We'll open the phone lines and take a few calls from the folks just before we let our guests go tonight. But Mobile, you can come in with a final question, and then we can go to the phone lines.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. Fatima, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, Nelson, actually, I would go to my question, but I don't want to make a comments. She was taking a very risky risks. The reason is you don't know if you're coming win. So my question to her, if they may not come and win, they represent, they see how it's gonna be, because now he already win it.
But again, Mama, I hope we understand that he was a member of the Susu. Yeah, so by that it means that whether you are going for election or not, you would have still gotten his hand or share or something of the Susu.
I agree.
Right?
Susu, the way Susu work, people get 2-3 hands. They pay some people pay every month, some people pay every 2 weeks. So now he already tell them that probably he the last to eat, or the first to eat. Now he had got all the huge amount of money, 42,000 United States dollars, and she knew that he was leaving from Liberia, I mean America, going Liberia to run, right? So my question is, in case in our setting, he already go Liberia and he lost the election, how you gonna be? Because now I agree what he did is wrong. You can't do that. Now the woman in court, the woman, she said it from the usual state that she want to bring that in the media, she want to carry it nowhere. We all agree to it. But now it's just like or somebody behind you and the person and the meeting are frustrating her tonight. She calling him, he can't pick up. She texting him, he can't respond. So I think the representative can do better by reaching out to her and to be able to iron stuff.
Thank you.
But if I may just add, before you go to the phone lines, when she reached out to me, the representative is a friend of mine. I reached out to him. I have all the communication. I will send it to him. I reached out to CEO Stanton Witherspoon. He reached out to him. Stanton been begging him to pay the woman money as well. We've all been talking. He's made promises. He will say tomorrow. And he is yet to pay. To the point that he is in America. He came to the States this last few days. He has still refused to contact the woman. So it shows like he does not want to pay the woman. He told me July 26th. Right after July 26th, he was going to give the woman her money. And the woman went to the court and made a pledge that, yes, he got the money. I got people that he promised that he would pay the money. Until Stanton said, wash his hands out of it. So we've been reaching out to him behind closed doors. But he said he made a statement that provoked me to actually say that he meant he had no efforts to pay. He said, your thing, if you go to Spoon TV, that it will make me pay the money. I'm kidding.
So Nelson, my last question. That done with it. So in the case now, like let me ask that in case he refused, right?
We'll go to the ethics committee.
Or probably he called you.
Liberia's a country of law. We'll go to the ethics
committee.
Committee.
Let me that. In case he make a promise, like right now he make a promissory note, he say, okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give you the money on the 10th or next month or the following month. Or probably he refused totally or stop communication with you guys. What the next step you guys going to take?
Ethics committee. Liberia is a country of law. He's a representation of the Liberian people. He serves the district number 12. We'll go to the ethics committee. We'll go to the Speaker of the House and we'll go to the ethics committee. That's the next course of action.
Thank you.
Society. You cannot do this as an honorable person.
This is very important. We're going to take some calls for the next 5 minutes or so. We'll take calls, and after that, we will let our guests go, and then we're going to continue the show from there. There are lots of issues we have to highlight tonight as well. But let's take your calls now on 0555 101075, 0555 101075. And again, let me say this. I see a couple of messages, but we are not taking chief of office staff and some representation of Mr. Jerry Yopo or Representative Yopo. If he wants to clarify or say anything relative to this conversation, the lines are open. He can reach out. The space is here. The show is open to everyone. We can afford him the time as well to come on, and maybe if he wants to clarify, but we're not taking a second or third party here tonight. So I just hope this goes to folks reaching out. So let's take our first caller here. Hello? Yes, you are live. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Nelson, I'm doing video calling from district number 6.
Okay, let's hear you.
Fatima?
Yes, Papa.
Good morning there.
Morning. How are you?
I mean, congratulations. Let's see the traveling here. I think the honorable man needs to try our best to pay the woman the money. But the woman is 40. And I will try to get in contact with State Fatima. If he pay the money from now to next month, I will lead through. I will contact other people from myself on the application. I will lead through and will protest in to the capital building for everybody to know that we owe somebody. Yeah. They want for the person to die out of frustration. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You. Next person. Hello, your name and where you calling from. Let's hear you on this one.
Yeah, my name is Koyan Koli. I call you from Bonafan.
Koyan, let's hear you tonight.
Okay. This is how our country has been wrong. People go out of the country, borrow people money, bring it, and sell food for us. Yeah. And at the end of the day, we become victims. We cannot get anything from out of this. This man have taken his little money and he refuses to even respond. answering or responding to her will have a whole lot for her. But you cannot answer her, and at the end, it's different.
Thank you. Thank
So
you very
this is
much.
what we are going through in this country.
Let's hold you there and take another person. So I'm putting the
Yeah,
WhatsApp
how
number
are you?
up as well. Hello, you are live, sir. Let's hear your name and where you're calling from.
Mr. Mohammed Sherry calling from Ghana.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, man. You see how ungrateful some people are. He made a sad mistake. The woman helped me, went through, he would have easily settled that whole problem. Instead of he coming up to be exposed in public.
Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
sorry, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Please let me say my greeting to my sister Fatima.
Okay.
This is Mohammed Sharif, the Ali Sharif told her about.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hello, you are live. Let's hear you.
Hello, Tom.
Yeah, this is Nelson. Go ahead, Paco.
Yeah,
Let's hear
hello,
you.
Nelson.
Yeah, go ahead. Too bad we lost Paco. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Let's hear your name and where you're calling from. Can you be audible a bit, sir? Hello? 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 Yeah, please go ahead. You're live. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you for having me, Nelson. My name is Anthony Roberts, and I call you from a Tingersville resident.
Let's hear you, Roberts.
When I listen to your position, I feel that judging from what Kotiman have said and your position, I think it is unfair on the part of you people. Because in my mind, the reason for which you discussing this on the platform is because you want to draw sentiment against the reputation of the law.
No, hello. No. Let me correct you, sir. Let me correct you.
What is the correction that you want to
Okay,
make?
so first of all, you are drawing a conclusion without any fact that the show is conducted.
So let me say
I'm coming, sir. You're gonna have the time.
becomes the fact? The fact, Nelson, the fact here is
Hello,
that
sir.
the
I will give you
COS
the
called
time.
you
Can you allow
to
me?
make a representation on behalf
Hello,
of
sir.
his
Can you allow me?
deny him, and you said this is not political. At the end of it, somebody is calling on the platform telling you that they will be the progenitor of a protest, which is linking to politics. Because if somebody goes through a gentleman agreement or a formal agreement to credit between the debtor and the creditor, when there is a problem, I mean, there are ways you can mitigate that. But to come on spoon talk and denigrate the lawmaker, I think it's unfair.
Let me come in now.
So what are some of the ways you can mitigate that?
I'm coming. Let me come in. Let me come in, sir. So the first thing is, I have said repeatedly that we avail the platform to the lawmaker to come on and clarify. We're going to afford him. No, I'm coming, sir. We are going to afford him the same time he can come on and provide whatever clarity. But what we are not going to do is to get a chief of office staff who is not the lawmaker, has no connection with this money, to come and say something he doesn't know anything about. If
So
it's a lawmaker, fine.
This is unfair lawmaker.
Okay,
Nelson,
sir.
let me find.
Okay, thank you,
the
sir.
The role of that man, he represents the lawmaker in the absence of the lawmaker. You know that.
Thank you very much. Apparently, you are the chief of office staff, but sorry.
Yeah.
Hello, let's hear you.
Yes.
Good morning, Nicola.
Yes, sir. Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the whole situation I feel bad about it, man. The lawmaker doing bad to the woman. The man one month salary can pay that woman. Let him pay more money.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello.
Nelson, good morning.
Yeah, morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Tobacco from Kenya.
Yeah, let's hear you. Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, somebody is saying, what happens if Jerry Yobo was not going to win? Once he left the United States to come and run here, if he was not going to win, he was going to run away and go back to Pennsylvania, go work and pay for that money.
Yep.
So going to be under pressure, him are going to pay that money. But because he won election, that's a he stay here and he refuses to pay that woman money.
Yep.
The 40,000 he received for car, why would they take that poor woman money to pay? Instead of
like that.
People.
Thank
so
you.
it's just unfair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello. Your name and where you calling from? Hello.
Hello?
Go ahead. Let's hear you. You are live. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, my name is John Billy.
Okay, John, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, the matter of fact there is there is a try to pay the people money because it's overdue from election time on the now. Then you try to pay the people money.
Thank you very much for your input. We'll take the last two calls from the local lines and then we'll take a few from the WhatsApp and then we're done. Hello? 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 Hello, are you here? Okay, hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Can you reduce the volume of your radio? You are live. Let's hear you. Then we take the final person. Hello?
Good. Good morning, Mr. Singh.
Yeah, go ahead. You are live. Let's hear you.
Brother, say it again. Amen. The agricultural base said it can give to them. But you the man got to want to pay the money. And you got to pay, you got to hold the boo by the home. Let him pay. That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you very much. So we want to go to the WhatsApp now and take some calls from the folks in the diaspora to who want to make weigh in their thoughts, make their input on this particular issue here tonight. Let's take our first caller here. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this Marcus.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this Marcus. Yeah, I'm calling from the. Hey, I want say Fatima, how you doing?
She's okay.
Hello?
She's hearing
I'm
you.
good, thank you, Marcus.
Is that guy still in the state? I'm
Who?
calling from.
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's what I want to know. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your input. Let's take two more calls from the WhatsApp line, and then we will end up with the phone calls. This person, hello? Hello? Okay. Hello?
Good morning, Nathan.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
I'm James Visit on before.
Okay, James, is it? Go ahead quickly. Then we take the call from.
Let me say.
Hold on a bit from this line, from the other line. Just hold on. James, go ahead quickly.
The lawmaker, let me say, lawmaker is not the bad person. One thing you got to pay or 25% of the money.
Yeah, hello. Please hold on a bit. We'll soon take you.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah, my name is Tracy Don.
Hello.
Okay, no. Miss Tracy, please hold on a bit. We will soon take you. Let's have this caller to conclude. Can you conclude from Tinker's Village? Go ahead.
Or as I was saying, I don't think the lawmaker is hard to buy to pay the money because you're able to pay about 5% of money. I think you pay the minimum. The whole thing in the pool and come on.
Thank you very much. Let's go there. Hello. You are live now. Let's hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Let's hear you.
Okay, my name is Tracy Don, and I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Okay. Go ahead. You are live. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Are you here?
Who, me, Tracy? Because I say somebody.
No, go ahead, Tracy. You are the one I'm speaking to. Go ahead.
I have an issue with Jerry. Jerry took money from my husband and I in the pretense to help us establish a business.
Okay, so I mean, the conversation tonight is about what's at hand, and again, I can understand you also have some issues, but even what is being discussed tonight, there were stages. The party tonight reached out and accordingly, once they didn't get the result, and this is what it has resulted to. But we appreciate you for your input tonight.
But Nelson, I'm gonna get her story. It got something to do with
I don't want to get her story.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it is owes a lot of people here in Pennsylvania, even his staff. He never even paid his staff yet. So for my own, I'm taking him to the court because he took my money and did not do the work he was supposed to do. We paid him 6,500 out of 10,500 he charged us. And he did not do the work. He didn't tell us he doesn't know the regulations and how to do it. He took our money when every time they came back, they rejected us, and we took the paper to him. He did the same mistake. When we were ready to go to Africa, he said, take it to my office, and he never contacted us. I called him, I have emails, text, everything. He never responded after some time. So it's just sad that somebody like that, the Liberian people will elect for him to cook and do the system over there. But one thing is that America has rules. So since I heard that he's here now, Monday morning, bright Monday morning, I will be at my lawyer office to let him know that Jerry is back in America, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you for your contribution on the program tonight. Hello, you are live. Your name and where you calling from?
Jerry been busy.
Hello.
Let's hear you.
I'm a fan of Fatima from the Scandinavia. Thanks for flagging all this important information, Miss Fatima.
You're
The
welcome.
lawmaker is in the wrong. He should pay the woman money back. This is hilarious. How do you take money from people like this? You know what I mean for get money to collect money in these areas? Come on, man. You guys should stop this thing about talking in the back and making it the family way. That's not what's going to happen. Pay the woman money back. She owes a lot of people. She's indebted. She's hurting. Please, come on.
Thank you,
very much for your input. We'd like to hold the calls there because okay, so let me squeeze in this final one. Hello, you are live. Your name and where you calling from? Hello.
Hello there.
Yeah, hello, you are live. Let's hear you.
Yes, yes.
Can you turn down the volume? Can you turn down the volume of your TV or whatever you're using to monitor? Maybe.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for having me, Nelson, and the panelists. It's a pleasure being with you guys virtually. So, this thing is so sad, you know. These guys, these are some of the things you people try to flick out all the time, you know. These laws make up, we don't understand what they're really doing in the house. This guy needs to pay this woman money, man. This is all I have to say. He needs to pay the money, or else, man, it's a shame. It's a big shame, you know.
Thank you. Thanks a lot
Thank
for your input tonight. Thanks a lot for sharing your
Nelson, please check your message.
So thanks a lot.
Did you hear me?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just check your message.
So let's take 3 more calls. Let's take 3 more calls. And then we will wrap up here. Let's take 3 more calls. This person. Hello.
Hello, Nelson.
Yeah, please go ahead. You're live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you are talking to David Walker from Liberia.
I'm talking to who?
David Walker.
Oh, David Walker. I heard that Jerry. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, this lawmaker is behaving wrongfully. The fact that he's in his face and he doesn't respect himself as lawmaker, doesn't take him to court. If he has the law, he will do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We take this call. Hello. You're live?
Hello.
Yes, it's good to have you. Let's hear you, ma'am.
Yeah, Nelson. This is Lovely calling.
Okay.
My advice to the representative is that he should put himself in a group of decent people that respect integrity and reputation.
Yes.
One thing I can tell him is that you can have all the mansions, you can have all the properties, but when somebody dies, those things will deteriorate if they are not managed, but your name remains forever. Let him have some respect for his family, his children, and pay the people their money.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very very much for your contribution.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, hello?
Yeah. This is Spoon Radio.
Yeah, you are live on Spoon Radio. Go ahead on the late night show.
Yeah, I want to make the Liberian people to know this type of representative that we have in this country. This will come in. I listened to the representative from one county. He said that he went to borrow money. So these people, broke people, when they come in our system, how do you expect our country to move forward? So I want for the woman to arrest that man in America, let him go to jail, let people full money. It's a disgrace for this country for criminal to be a representative. For people who lost, who stayed in this country, making this country go behind. Why will you go borrow money, won't be representing? Who is representing? Your family or your who?
Thank you.
You don't
District number
expect
12.
to get good things from them. They are not qualified to be a lawmaker.
Thank you very much, my brother. The final person now on this line. You want to turn down the volume of the radio, please? Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, please.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Justin.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Vincent Smith. I'm calling from district number 12.
Okay, let's hear you.
Okay, and I'm a friend of Jerry, but I'm quite surprised at what I'm hearing. But the fact remains that to credit is not a crime. But our own disappointment is that when you credit, and thank God that he succeeded, I think he has power to pay the money because it has to do with his reputation. Now that we in the district, we are getting such an information, it's not good for the type of respect we have for him. So I think some of our trouble let him know that it is not good for him, it's not good for us for the district, it's not good for anybody, especially when he succeeded. I think the people pray for him, they never got together that he won. I think he has a honest thing to do. He just go and pay, and he should not even allow this to come up because it will affect him forever. So I'm going to say, you have to play alone. We from the district will have tried to intervene. And nobody should sue him for now because we ourselves, we are his friends.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much
you. All
for
right, thank you.
the very final caller from the WhatsApp. Hello, you're live. Let's hear you.
Hello.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead, ma'am. You're the final
Yeah,
caller.
my name.
You are live on the show. Oh, it's too bad. Uh we lost her. I don't know what's happening.
And Fatima, can you please let me have your number? I got my own case for you. Next thing got pictures onto it. Please, Fatima. Oh.
That's what you're laughing for.
No problem. She'll give you her number.
That time I code now.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Alright,
a code of public opinion. But again, yes, you know, she tried to say Nelson got picture. People will reach out. I mean,
Right after
every
the
day. All
conversation.
right. No, I'm not talking about after this conversation. So I just want to clarify that he got picture. I mean, people do reach out when they have issues. They will send documents and stuff like that. That's where she's coming from with that. So we want to give the floor over to our guest to do the parting comment. If
So let me just let Ente speak her last, parting comment, and I will just close, and then I will leave you to your show. Ente everybody listening to you, Mama. No, just explain, just close, conclude, and then go. Then I will finish it.
Right now, actually, I just want to talk to the whole audience over there to help me. Talk to, Jerry, whatsoever they going to manage it for me to get the people money back.
Oh, that all the Oma one.
I just want our money. I want nothing else besides our money. I'm really stressed on that. I know what to do. No problem, people. You help me.
Thank you, Ente. Thank you so much. So let me conclude, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. So I panelists, I'm not the one that will, I don't want to bring any Liberian. And Jerry was in very close proximity to me. He's a family friend, and I've known him. Yesterday, I had a podcast on Jerry. Let me explain, let me just show. And also, I don't like for people to just blindly accuse people. I contacted Jerry on July 13th. As soon as entered there, because she contacted me in my birth month, June. I was celebrating the whole month of June. So when she contacted me, I kept talking to her and I would send him messages. But I finally spoke to Jerry on July 13th. And since that time till now, until I decided to go public with this information, I've been communicating with him. He's been making promises that he was going to pay Entidere, and he has not done it. If it's not Entidere, who else? All of his workers. Yesterday, when I left the show, my WhatsApp and my messenger were just filled with phone calls from people. Some people that claim that they work for Jerry. Let me just the message. Let me just tell you what the people were telling me in my inbox. They said, please mention how we his employees have worked for him from group home, and he never paid us and left and went to Liberia when our families depended on him. People were just reaching out to me. Interdebted is just one person. If you're going, like I always say, he who comes with equity comes with clean hands. Jerry went to Liberia. He said he wanted to become a representative in Liberia. Interdebted trusted him, took the people's money and gave it to him. It's been a year now. He has refused to pay this money. Interdebted went to his wife. The thing that his wife called me Interdebted on the phone and said, I'm not eating your money. That mom, Dede, you've been very good to us. I beg you, go to the librarian people, go to whoever and get your money from them. I'm not here to shame Jerry. I wanted Jerry to understand when somebody come to you behind closed doors to talk to you about something, about this poor lady's money, the woman can't sleep. You see, there bags on her, everybody coming to her for their money. It's not right at her age. She worked too hard. She's done too well. Everybody talks about her in Philadelphia. Her interjected Susu helped them build her houses in Liberia. Her interjected Susu help. She's been doing this thing for 20 years. And for Jerry to do this to her, it was hurtful, it was insensitive. And I just wanted for men to know that you cannot just do things to certain women and get away with it. I went to him, I encouraged him, I begged him, I spoke to him. I called Edwin Melvin Snow yesterday. I spoke to him. Monday, I'm reaching out to the Speaker of the House for Natikofa. I'm reaching out to the Ethics Committee in Liberia. Nobody's going to do things to Liberian women and get away with it. Entidera deserves her right to her money. She deserves to get those people money and give it back. She's in court right now, and this is the reason why I decided that enough was enough. So my people, I'm sorry, Nelson, you know me, I'm not the one to crush your show, although I like to be there. I'm always shouting at my girl, Amy. I'm always coming on the side to tell you thank you for what you're doing for the Liberian people, because everything you speak here educate somebody in Liberia to make informed decisions. So my people, I'm sorry that I have to come under these circumstances. I know a lot of women were on my post yesterday insulting me and cursing me. I don't really care about what you say.
Liberian way.
Call me on TV, call me anything you want, call me. But when it comes to Liberian women's right, I'm going to stand firm and I'm going to stay strong. Yeah, thank you. Good night.
Thank you very much for showing up. We appreciate you coming on tonight, and
Thank you.
it's been a great show. Thanks a whole lot.
Thank you.
Like you said, continue doing what you're doing. You know, I was excited. When you're doing
Thanks for
something, as
coming.
long as they know somebody, they will come and try to make you look like you're the you're the
That's
criminal.
what they did. Yesterday they called me a prostitute. They called me all kinds of names. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Once that money gets paid.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a
Thank you, Fatima. We love you. See you later.
Thank you to the audience. Yeah, thank you for welcoming me to your show, audience. Yeah, thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, yeah. So this is where we are. Raymond, is in the background. Okay, Raymond is already on.
Raymond is come for later.
And I could see
the man Danima ran and then
I could see at some point Raymond.
Nelson,
why you go again? How you call it, Danny what?
No, Danny room.
Shut up, John.
You laugh.
But this is serious, guys. And I think we have a lot of other issues adding too.
So
but
Nelson, you
Raymond
see,
wanted to conclude. Yeah.
To get to know Jerry is to get to like him. And what people call on this show, they will not be making up a story, right? So there's two sides to everybody. But we heard the bad side of his. I just want to balance it because the side that I know of him, I know people who came to this country was trying to get started. Jerry gave them money to buy a car. And when they worked, they were paying him slowly. I know homes that he owned. He put people in it and were paying him. That's the kind of person I know him to be. Right? So hearing this is a real shocking thing. You heard a guy who called from the district, said, the man, my friend, the person I know, this is shocking.
Right.
That's the individual he is.
Well,
He's
the
a
guy put a living
selfless
double
people
life.
center.
Okay.
You don't have to know you.
Sylvester, you want to come in? You want to come in on this?
No, I'm not defending anything he said.
Yeah,
Hearing the
no,
overwhelming allegation against him, it can be made up. But what I'm
no.
trying to say, to know him, to be that person, and hearing this is so shocking. So, that's why I was so conflicted, because that's the person I know him to be, And
Understandable.
he's a people center. He's a down to earth kind of person. I mean, and I guess that's how he won the election, because to know him is to like Jerry. And it's not that if someone making up, you will know. Somebody who you see interacting with people coming to him all the time, and he been a solution. He had that lady who came to him to try to help. So I believe if he had not solved problems for people, nobody would trust him to want to give him $10,000 to solve their problems.
Thank you.
If he wasn't a nice person, that
Yeah.
lady would not give him $40,000. If she had not proven that he was someone,
Yeah.
that's
So
how I
we just want to do the 1 minute quickly around the table on this because we want to transition quickly. Sylvester, you want to come in quickly? Your 1 minute?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm not the kind of person who, because someone's character is all they have. So for you to malign someone's character just because you want to, for your own selfish gain or intention, is wrong. I don't know Jerry. I have not met him before, but I'm speaking from the point of fact. I have documentations, and I'm a living witness to some of the testimony that Fatima gave in terms of people that work for him. Philadelphia is a small community, okay? And then we entered their own coming in, hearing entered their own, and I heard entered their story. I put myself in their shoe, like it can give people high blood pressure. Everybody money, that's people's money. And I'm not saying that Jerry is a bad person. No, but sometimes some decisions we make, no, nobody's perfect. We all can slip and fall. Even with this lady that called about her giving 6,500 to Jerry, I reached out to CEO, all of that. CEO tried reaching out to Jerry on several occasions, but he don't care. He won't even respond.
Oh, man, that
And
was
those things that you think will come back to malign your character is something you address right away, immediately, because Romans can fly like wildfire. So we are all human. So he should see reason to reach out to Dede, Auntie Dede. At least a phone call and say, Auntie Dede, I hear your story. I have been paying. Just bear with me. Soft words can put away anger. So that's what he should do. Those of you that are close to him, that really love him and giving testimony how he has been helpful to you, it's time for you to reach out to him, so that he can do the needful. Thank you.
And I agree with you, Sylvester,
Josh, you
and
want
that's
to
why
come
I
in?
say in my
Josh?
comment, if he's
Raymond,
listening, he
down
should
your
put
tongue,
people
down your tongue to talk.
No, I mean, he will respond to me, my man. This thing, our conversation. I just want to agree that I do not oppose, and he has to reach out to Internet.
Yeah,
And
Josh,
everybody.
go ahead quickly, your 1 minute, and then
Yeah, look, guys, what I often say here is that I would not be the populist person. I will not say what people want to hear. And one of the good things about it is that one day people will sit down and realize that George was real all this while. I'm not going to hide my personality because I come here, I want people to love me. I will say exactly what the truth is. And regardless of how you feel towards me, that's your business. I think we all here, nobody here can tell me they have not credited before. The only thing you have done is you paid back on time. But no one can sit here and tell me that they don't have credit, or they have not had credit history, or they have not credited for anyone. Sometimes people get into issues that they cannot meet up with their promises, and that is something that they have to deal with. But for someone to come on the international wire, like Spoon, the biggest platform almost now in the Liberian world, to come here and talk about somebody who owed them, I think it's ridiculous when this person has paid 60% of the money they owed. I think it's wrong. This man, you say Fatima reached out to this man, they have been communicating. Only because the man has not met up with the obligation. That's why she brought him here. I think it's wrong. It's look.
So,
If you
Josh, putting yourself in this, putting yourself in this particular shoe, what will you do?
Okay, Nelson, here's the thing. Susu is illegal in America. Susu is illegal here in Australia. We do that on the Joe Wakai gentleman agreement. That's what we do. We do it. We say, okay, you agree, we'll come together, we collect money, we go to this person to solve their problem, and then we put money together, we solve the person's problem. If it comes to you and you fall short, the only thing we can do is to pursue you, say, my man, get it, put the money, this is it, this is it. And this guy, they said 1 year, the man have paid 60%. He paid $25,000 out of this money. And you still bringing on the wire to shame him because he owes and he hasn't paid all the money? I think it's ridiculous.
Thank you.
Nelson.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh.
And I'm not saying that he should not pay. He must pay, but bringing here was quite unnecessary. And I think it's just to use it because he's a politician to malign his character. That's all. I don't know him. I don't know anybody.
Let's hear you, Emmy. Emmy, go ahead. Then we take more back.
Yeah. Josh, I don't think that you saying what you're saying it will make somebody to it got anything to do with whether somebody you're popular or not. But I think you're being a little unreal here. If you're talking about, and I don't think that the whole thing was about, oh, we're bringing him to shame him because he credit. That's not what the conversation is about. I don't think so. He took this money from this woman. It's not even her money. It's people's money that he took from this. This woman trusted him and gave to him. Okay? And that she said, it has been year plus. And in the last couple of months, he's not answering her. So just because he paid, let's say he paid 80%. So you're not answering to pay the rest of it. I should just let it go because you pay 80%. So I should just leave it like that and not go to the way the means that you to get your attention. I think we're being unfair here. Okay, this woman is having sleepless night, going to work to pay people's money back. I don't think it's about crediting. Everybody credit, like you said, we all credit. But if you keep up with the agreement and pay back, that would be. And I don't think Mama asked question. Oh, what if he didn't win? That I don't think they have any agreement that if you don't win, you don't have to pay back. Or this money is about when you win. That's it. No, I will give you the money back. Give it to me so and so time. That's what it is. So we shouldn't say, so this woman is just want to step back, even though this man is not answering her. He's not picking up her phone, text messages and everything. Fatima said she reached out to him. All she got were promises. CEO reached out to him. Nothing is being done. And you say it's unfair to come and talk about it. They never ran to the media to talk about it right away. I know sometimes we may say things, if it's not in our shoe, we may look at it a different way. But when it's in our shoe, George, if you had like 10 or 15% breathing down your throat for their money, maybe you'll look at it differently. You'll not be so something about you politician because he's a politician. I don't think that's what it is, because if it was the first time it happened, they would have ran to the media and said something about it. And you heard this lady, all she wants is the people's money. That's all. She's not into politics. She's not doing it for anybody. So why shouldn't, if she stressed about it and that's the only way she can get his attention? He's the one who brought this on himself because people have been contacting him in the back.
I mean, all I'm trying
he
to
brought
say
this
is
on himself because if I'm contacting him and they say he made a remark that you think if you take me to spoon, that will make me to. So he knew what was coming. Let's not sit here and pretend that this is a news. So no. No one knows this guy. Like some people say he's a good guy. He's this and that. The way you understand Susu, George. Susu is
let me say something quickly. Let me just say something quickly.
Money.
Let me say something quickly.
My man, George, already done, man.
Yeah, I understand. So here's the thing: you are the Susu man. We gave him money, and we know everyone knows the list of people to eat, right? So maybe we are 10, and we are putting $500 each, right? If my time to eat when I eat and run away. Why should somebody even catch you? That's the first thing. Because everyone joined the Susu knowing that exactly there's the order of things. And the person is going, talk to the people and tell them, say, look, this person ate and they are not coming back. And skip that person and move to the next person.
You think that's how it works? Brother George, you think I can give my money?
Then pay 25,000.
You think
how did they pursue you to pay 25,000 and they can't pursue the same way to pay the I'm not saying that.
I mean,
I'm not
conclude.
saying
Let me do my close. Let me do my 1 minute.
Yeah, I know you all got to
George,
march somebody
Yeah,
too,
so
but
George,
this is
George, you
small.
ain't joined no susu before because you ain't got no idea.
Look
yeah,
at it,
so
man. Susu
you're
ate my
not
money.
coming.
They ate my
All
Susu.
Oh,
They
right,
ate
so
my money and
let
went.
me
Yeah.
jump in now.
I'm for behind. I just left it. I said next time I will not join Susu again because it's not
Joe, why you
legal.
hijacking my point? Why you want me to talk? You want me to wave my ear? What am I with me? Like, stop me
Go
shaking.
ahead, go
George,
ahead.
But no,
George, you
seriously,
will
no,
never,
George, it doesn't work like that. You know
George,
that
you will never
Susu
have
mom,
susu at John. I will never join your susu, George. Never.
you know that Susu mom always on a fire because she's the one people trusted and they giving that money to her.
She's
Everybody
a
who in that
guarantor.
Susu,
Yeah.
I don't know everybody in that Susu. I know you who the Susu mom. I'm giving you my money. You're not gonna tell me say because John Brown took it. I should go to John Brown for my money. No, you the one I get my money to. You're the one that your house I will be coming to every day, every hour to get my money. And I'm pretty sure that's what's going on with Internet. So that was me, right? Did that right? So let's stop acting like no one is saying Mr. Jerry. I don't know him from anywhere. I don't know anything about him. But from what I'm hearing, he has made some bad decisions when it comes to money, and he needs to do something about it. And things like that, like people say, malign your character. When people coming to you, like especially when you see people like connected to these kind of platforms, that's something you should take seriously. Apparently, he did not. He was bluffing about it. So if this is the only way this woman can get his attention, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't think she's trying to or something for any kind of political reason. So we should stop saying that. This is people money, and she sounds like an elderly woman. Working in this country, Josh, is very, very hard to go push cartoon and can't be. You gotta think about your bills, and then you gotta be thinking about other people' money that you did not use. Somebody else took it. So we gotta be real here and be and stop playing it out because it's not in our shoe. That's not right at all.
Yeah.
I think
Thank you. I
Mr.
mean,
Jocko should do something about this.
yeah. But one of the questions I missed was if she were able to check the character before opening this susu, but she already left. But end of the day, we're all on the same point.
No,
Look,
but we can do credit check before they start doing
no.
susu.
I said susu. People gotta know your character. You ever John susu?
But Marva, if I may, right? The question you asked, Jared lived in Pennsylvania for so many years. He's a well-known person. He's a leader in the
No,
community.
but Nelson,
Yeah.
Raymond, knowing somebody.
No, I'm
I mean,
saying knowing. That's
yeah.
how well people know him. The thing why I tell you, Jared have bought cars for people that I know. He buy the car, they pay him small, small. That's the kind of person he is. So I'm not
Okay.
saying that
Thank
all of
you.
the things are not true. So
Yeah,
that's why
yeah, I
people will
know, I
trust
know.
him.
I just
Yeah.
wanted that clarity, but thank you for making that clarity. But my point is, right? We all on the same page,
I
but
mean, you never
you
see
can
Satan
take,
go to church and pay susu and pay
you
tithe and
can take,
offering.
you
No,
can
I'm not
take.
saying, my man, that's why I say everybody get two
I'm just
sides.
joking.
Right? I know the good side, so I just
I
want
mean,
to
I
tell
am messing with you, man.
Let's move
You
on,
can.
man. Let's move on from the topic. Something else. I'll call Nelson.
Well, you gonna
What
talk?
do
You
you
want to talk
want
about
to,
the thing
Josh?
that you say a crash? Now, what you want to talk about?
For
Yeah,
boycott.
Look,
you want to talk about
we
Baka?
all on the same page.
You,
End of the
Listen,
day,
if I be
we
slow
all
in
pity the
somewhere.
brother to
you
pay the
want
woman
us?
money
You want to have sleepless
because
night tonight because you
Sylvester,
talk anything
let me
about
let,
Baka
let me let
tonight.
my thought back.
I'm coming for you.
I beg you, Sylvester, let me let my thought. End of the day, we all on the same page. Let the man pay the woman money because people will attack us say maybe she come on the media, but you don't understand what that woman going through. Let my brother Joe emphasize that why the woman got to come on the media, she make it public. End of the day, the thing that woman going through, Josh, you're not going through it. And secondly, the reason behind she came on the show because the men are responding to her. Joe, imagine somebody older you call and again pick up, you test it. What you do? What you do? Because maybe you feel that the person, the person that the person get a high esteem, or maybe let me leave it, or maybe the person think that because they are maybe the representative, you then let it go. And 15,000, that's a lot of money for people, for other people who out there, people work for that money. So I think the brother, the representative, need to get a woman her money. Because look, like the reason why La bro keep going beyond will say every day. You see in the country, the people who can jump politics, people who represented, they put out lawyers, they get businesses, they get things that they're depending on. They get even what they want, run for office or other thing. What happened? The people go and rally up. But in Liberia, people go credit. The last time I listened to the representative on Spunto, he said go credit 25,000 from one Kobo Oma. And end of the day, made a woman sweeper in your office, one citizen or lawmaker. You see that? He created the money from the woman, he won the election, and then he employed the woman to be in your office to be sweeping. So you see what like the reason me that bro keep going beyond because the people that we electing, that people that are hungry. Now hungry, they are go there to go see. Because if somebody got money, you go there, or you go there with your mindset that you're going to help the Liberian people. You not go put in bribery and other things. People not go see you. People not say, okay, let's see 2-3 million. I will share. You agree to it. You say no. But that the reason why our Liberian society, when it comes to our lawmakers, majority of them they are hungry. They only go as soon as they win our election, they hit the jackpot right away. You see them be jumping all happy, all the one and things that happening for them. You see the other person get 2-3 acres, get business, get it one. All the Liberian people money. So I think the brother need to pay the woman money. He making a lot of money that one of the callers say, even his agriculture money, agriculture break, they can gain that money. Then he pay the woman, let the woman be able to settle the people who she owe for the susu. That's all we begging him.
Thank you.
Because end of the day, he still represented. But that brother that say he going to the capital building for another Monday, the man up he carry a plaque. My brother Wismore, we'll get a man from NATO next month.
Thank
bro,
you.
man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's I give it back to you, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Sorry I had a little issue. I had to change location and stuff like that. But I want us to go to this issue there.
Nothing. Please contact how they call say Fatima for me. Somebody owe me like bread, they gotta pay. I bought land from them.
My man, tell a story, Bennett. You go there. You on a
You say you want a different. You say you want a different topic to bring the topic.
I bought land from them. I paid $4,000 the land. I paid. He still pay you the day on the ground. He sent it to me. I go there no land. So next thing you got cut off.
No, but again, okay. Again, let me just say this, right? There's a lady named Lucinda Red, Lucinda. She wants all those who have land issue in Liberia to reach out to her.
Put her number. She will get to
and this is very serious. She wants
She'll let me
everybody.
reorder the meal she gets.
Nelson, when you have the time, I can do some free education on land crisis, how it gets resolved in our country. A lot of people
and that's a whole conversation we're about to take on.
You have a show on there.
We've seen a lot of the victims will reach out, and it's just been one person after another, and then so I think it's a very serious
and
issue in the
I'm cutting
country.
you off, Nessie. I'm cutting you all right. That whole covered belt from
no, but we actually not discussing the land issue.
I know. I just
just
saying something. And the judges who on our side, Nessie, they part of it. They part of the D. That they don't causing a lot of problem in our land issue. So the day we discussing it, you'll see a lot of people will call. They will get a lot of red flag on the judges.
How the judges?
You have a show on there.
Moreover, how the judges part of the land issue?
We'll come to the land. We'll talk about that one there.
Read out, explain to you what happened, my man.
I pay horse and all they take the horse from me. They take the horse, they take the land.
Baba, you listening to me?
Yeah, but Raymond, that topic,
I know details about land crisis. How it
we'll
gets
discuss after the show.
Yeah,
after
we
the
discuss
show,
that,
we'll talk again.
and I will provide
discussing the chat room for tell us first.
The average person in Liberia.
Guys, yeah. So let's go into our conversation. So the president named a new cultural ambassador.
We're still going to that thing.
And I even prophet
and following the action or the decision from the president, this is what the former vice president wrote. I want to put this up here. Let me have it up now. This is what the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia wrote. Again, I don't know, for some reason I'm not having access to this, but I'm going to read from my end here. I really wanted to have it up, but it's not coming through on my on my on my gadget here. So let me read what she wrote, and this is very important. So she said um, on Wednesday, August 14th, I invited Queen Julie Andy to join me at the dedication of the remarkable City of Hope facility in Marshall. I was grateful that she accepted the invitation, bringing her warmth and joy to the event and adding a profound sense of honor to the occasion in support of His Excellency, Her Excellency Clara Marie Weir. I'm reading this because there's no way I can put it up here now. It deeply saddens me to learn that Queen Julie Indy has been relieved of her position as cultural ambassador, a role she served with honor and dignity, bringing our rich culture to life in all sectors of the society. Reports suggest that her presence at the City of Hope even may have led to the removal, to her removal, which is deeply troubling. This is the former vice president here. The situation reflects a growing intolerance within the government, undermining the very fabric of our nation. We are meant to be one nation, one people, with one destiny. Now, more than ever, we need to embrace reconciliation and collective nation building. And this is the final paragraph in the former vice president's rel. I urge the father of the nation, His Excellency President Boakai, to put an end to divisive politics and postures. Liberia is in dire need of unity and peace to move forward and thrive. The Constitution mandates the government to unify us all. Mr. President, it is time to honor that mandate and bridge the divide that is threatening to tear our nation apart. This is the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia. The president relieved the former cultural ambassador. This is a response. I don't open the show with this conversation, but there are some key issues she raised. Uh, we see this as a troubling sign of intolerance part of this government.
Just please mute.
She's 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 attributing the relief of the former cultural ambassador to her attendance or her presence at the City of Hope dedication. She said information she's gathered is that the reason why the cultural ambassador was being relieved or is being relieved is because she attended that particular dedication. And she's saying that the president is dividing the country. There's a need for reconciliation. Uh, I want us to take the conversation from here, and and let's hear from you on this one, Emmy. Let's start with you, Emmy, on this one.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. You know, I don't know what she's getting her information from, but it's really troubling that she would come to the conclusion that because somebody got relieved is because it was the result of them attending a program. That's very, very disturbing that she would say something like that. You know, and if that is true, that is also troubling. Is because that shouldn't be happening at what, but I doubt it. That that is the reason, and I don't know what brought her to that conclusion, right? But I think they're talking about divisive politics. They are the one who pushing this because unless you can have some kind of concrete evidence or this person telling you this, then I don't know. You can't just yet they say and they come out and write a whole memo on Facebook or whatever and post it out there, making it sounds like, and they giving red meat to your base or to the whatever that's whoever
But
that's support
again,
oppressed.
Amy, let me interrupt you a bit, Amy. I want us to go back to the sequence of happenings before getting to where we are. This former cultural ambassador who is being relieved today is the same cultural ambassador who complained of being insulted by Prophet Key,
Yeah.
someone who was once a staunch supporter of uh, the presidency or the Unity Party and the whole campaign thing. He even raised money at some point. This same cultural ambassador, after the when Prophet Key came to the country, she decided to sue him. She filed a lawsuit. At a point, she accused the legal advisor to the president of being the one who tampered with the case. And she even called on the president. So now, what I'm trying to draw your attention to is that there has been this, a back and forth between this cultural ambassador and this current administration from the very onset.
No,
Does this
Nelson, I
suggest?
disagree with you. I don't call that a back and forth. That's not a
Okay.
back and forth because if she's saying that this is something she claimed that Prophet Key insulting her is not something that the government told Prophet Key or they something to go and do. So that cannot be a back and forth thing. She had a problem. She had an issue with Prophet Key, which she has her right to have. And what they I don't know who the other guy that came and said that it wasn't criminal or whatever. That has nothing to do with back and forth. It was just something that they were telling her what the law is. Civilly, you can have something with him, but not criminal. It can't be criminal. So that's it cannot be a back and forth issue that people have said. She's been in this role for what 30 years or so. uh, I mean, well, there's no memo or anything that's saying that she should stay there until she died. So if he had come up, the government or the president has come out and said, "Oh, it's time to let her go for someone else to come in," and it happened to happen on that day, what are you gonna do yet on that day? It's for it happened on that day, and then you claim that because she attended this program. That's what it led. No, the former vice president and former first lady. She's in error for saying for trying to do something like that. And then they're preaching a unity and something. No, you're the one who dividing people. You're the one who putting people heads together, acting like something is being done when that's not what you just assuming that this is what the person is doing. When the person had not come out and said anything, or you have no proof whatsoever that this is what really happening. You just took it on your own because you got some kind of close ties with this woman and think that this is what happening because she's my friend. So the president ain't like that and something. Why would ambassador? I mean, the president want to dismiss somebody for something. Wow, yeah, that's something nice she did with our money. So why would when you opening it, why would somebody? Why would he have problem with that? And until why did you go there? And so I don't think the president is that petty and vindictive to do anything like that. So they need to get off their high horses and think every day somebody chasing after them and somebody trying to out to wish hunt them because they are not wishes or whatever. They need to stop that. They're the one who divide. So every time we are divided, we are no Liberia is not divided. CDC want to act like they are different people and something. No, you are not different. You are Liberian. If you did something wrong and they're reprimanding you or punishing you for it, you shouldn't look at it as because I'm seditious. Because you're seditious, so you're supposed to be like they're supposed to let you fly with stuff and things saying that you done wrong. If they're supposed to let you fly with it because you what you some kind of special person in the country. No, it doesn't matter who you are. CDC, ANC, United Party, you do something wrong, you should be punished for it. It shouldn't matter because you're from the other side or because the United Party here, so they shouldn't punish CDC. When they punish CDC, they will look like that witch hunt, so they should leave them alone. That's wrong. And we need to get rid of that. With that whole the country is divided nonsense.
Well,
Say.
thank you. I want to come to you a bit more, but this is very important. This former vice president who is raising this issue is on record. Now, I want to post something up here, but before doing that, let's hear you, Moba. Moba, let's hear you.
Thank you, Nelson. Look, how much we all understand Liberia is for everybody, more especially Liberians. If you get a job, you work in the government. After your turn, maybe all like if they're turning but next thing I really want to know if the identical cultural ambassador is a turning position, because if it is a turning position, then I don't know where the limitation then. I mean, like from when
But
to
you know
to
that
where.
since the outgoing or the former cultural ambassador was
I think it's
commissioned
30 years now. Yeah.
in that position, it's been over 30 years. So
Yeah.
As much as I know, I don't know that position to be a turning position. Now, another thing, there was an interview conducted with the former cultural ambassador, Madam Judy Andy. I'm going to play a portion of that interview so that you guys can listen to exactly to what she had to say relative to that particular question. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Make your
because the
point.
reason I asked that question, because people, everything in Liberia these days, when the government take action on things, people say that politics. Appointment, politics. People who doing their job supposed to be, probably focusing on their job, providing good services for the Liberian people. They on social media insulting and attacking. When you fire them, they say politics. Look, we all understand. Everything now in Liberia like politics. Everything that look, look, nursing the social media now in Liberia has damaged our society. Actually, because there's no way you will tell me somebody will be a cultural ambassador for 30 years, right? And you see no improvement. No improvement. That was okay. That excluded war. World War One, World War Two, war. That excluded from there. Since Eddie Johnson said regime, what improvement in the culture sector? How many children? How many tourism people from other countries coming to for the cultural service to entertain, for them to get base, for them to get places? Where? So we need reform in every sector. Most people that spend 30, 40 years, if the president get a mandate or the power so not any position, so long that time reach, when he then replace them. And the last time again it happened to Zanzakawa, people say that politics. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Everything in la brother politics. And I know people say, oh, because Braga in government for 40 some years, while Omoge be there for 30 years. That's not comparison. Braga never served one sector or one area for 30 years, even 10 years. So that argument is baseless. No one should bring an argument here. It have no substance in it. Braga never served no position for more than 10 or 15 years. But one position set a position for 30 years. Then they replace them, and we see people on social media talking about which one, because she go she was called to the vice president when we were opening the former president woman. That is wrong. Let us call the space a space. If your time reach, it reach. Every government come, you come with your policy. But the only thing you should do, go by the constitution. That's it. You can come, whosoever that you think that so not in a position and you won't replace them, you replace them. Does not mean anything. That's the government you want to work with people who will understand you, and you will understand them. So you can work perfectly for the Liberian people. So that stop all the political things and all the double things. It don't make no sense. Thank you, Nelson.
Thank you, Mora. I want us to take George on this, then we take Raymond, and then Sylvester, and then Vasco will be last.
Thank you, Nelson. And I'm sitting here listening to my brother Mova, and it's just something that irritates me when people are looking at the truth and they are saying something that is beside the truth. It's just ridiculous because let's
Josh,
see.
Josh,
Yeah, yeah,
Are you outside?
yeah,
yes. I'm
there's
outside,
some,
but there's no breeze. And there's nothing happening here, so I don't know
We're
why you
hearing the
guys are.
wind. It's kind of windy, pretty bad.
What?
As a result, when you
Uh,
call my name, Joe, don't call my name, just talk. In here, we hear in the breeze.
okay, look, I'll find another place to go. Go ahead with the show.
no. Okay, then Vasco. Then let's hear you, Vasco.
Is it? You can still hear me? Can you hear me? Or no?
Okay, Josh, conclude from where you are, please.
All right. So look, the thing is, this this government has been in power for 7 months. President Bouaka did not give us reason why he relieved this woman. He did not say, "Look, I want to bring reform to this sector, and here is my term of preference for the next person who's going to come there." President Bouaka is just bringing people into government that are loyal to him, because there's no innovation in this place. People are saying that she's been there for many years. Let's look at Mulba's assertion that because Bouaka serves in
No,
different
no,
different.
Josh, I'm sorry. We
Okay.
Yeah, you have to change your location. Is getting really
So anytime
terrible.
you call my name, what will happen to you? Just talk, don't call my name.
And Vasco intentionally went off the screen because he didn't want to talk. Look, I ain't in the dark.
Can we take can we take Raymond?
Vasco?
Raymond, you can go
Oh.
ahead because Vasco is not coming through. Okay. Do you can you guys see Vasco? Is he on the
He
stream?
Yeah,
right
I see you,
there.
Vasco.
Unmute yourself and talk.
Okay, I don't see him
Christian
from there.
Zoe.
But Vasco, you can go ahead.
Yeah, that Vasco go after them Roman can
The
come.
Christian
Because if he
Zoe.
ain't talking, then Roman will
Yeah,
portray your tabata.
yeah, guys, let's give Vasco his time.
Thank you so much. Let me say hi to you guys, and I've been watching you guys. Look, listen, the issue about Judy Andy is just simple. I mean, I still to be corrected. The issue about this culture ambassador, the job, I don't think, because when you listen to Judy Andy, how she got this identical position, she said it was just Taylor. It was just like an honor bestowed upon her. Someone just gave you that name, say, "Oh, today, that you're the culture ambassador." Is that something to say, "Oh, the government, and through the Ministry of Information, they appointed her, give her appointment letter, from today, you is the culture ambassador of Liberia, But the president just bestowed that honor upon her. And since they gave her that honor, I mean, she been doing extremely well, carrying our culture outside, representing our country in so many different ways. And, we understand that everybody will have their own problem. Not everybody will be happy with you. But Judy served this country for a very long time. So if this government is coming, like I question this president, or he's not even mature. They get some people who can stay long, but they're not mature. That what can happen. I think that what happened to the president. Look, when people serve their country like this, serve a whole lot of president. After the other president, the next president come, she was there. If you want to take that person from out of job, hey man, you and the woman are in confusion. We understand these things were coming. We saw it from far places. They've been targeting our job. How long will it take this government? They were there every day with the information minister. You saw Jeremy Piane when they took office, they were more gun. How long will it take to say, "Oh no, you know what? Julie, you've been here for a very long time now. We won't try somebody else. But we will honor you. We'll have an honorary program and tell you thank you for the time you have served this country." You don't want for people to speculate. When somebody read Facebook post, you fired it. So people speculating, even the vice president speculating that maybe because Judy Andy attended the opening ceremony of the Cloud Hope Foundation. That was the reason why she was released off her job. So I don't know which one of the experience. Every day I can hold them man being government for the time. You get experience. Simple thing that you would do for people not to make noise about it. So you got the appointment power. You're not in rush. Take your time. Judy, like $1 call to your house. And you said that it's a law, madam. You have served this country. I think it's about time we try someone else. But we'll have your honorary program to tell you, thank you for your service. I think that would be the best way. Then for them to just wake up in the morning and bam. Nobody appointed Judy Andy to that job. Judy Andy just been working at the end of the day. The Ministry of Information started to get close to her. And then they started to give us some budget. That's it. But no president will get Judy Andy letter to say that you the culture ambassador for Liberia. From Taylor Town, when he said that to her, she just been operating.
Vasco, I want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
Is this vice president the right messenger? You remember in 2022, I'm trying to put some of these things
Nelson,
up.
I'm a talking point there, please, my brother.
For
Leave
some
it
reason.
to the panelists.
No, again, it's going to go across. It's going to go across, Raymond.
Yes, I can be stepping
In 2022, this vice president at the time went to Bond County, the local chiefs. She told them that y'all got to support us. Join the CDC. If you don't support us, you will be fired.
Yeah, what time?
This was the time when there was this how do you call it what's his name, you had the election between Marvin Cole and what's his name, Yala, the Yala guy and stuff like that, and the vice president was clear with
Henry Yala.
Henry Yala. Okay, very well. Henry Yala. And she said, how can two work together? I'm quoting her exactly. How can two work together if they don't agree? To agree, we must all be on the same side. So if you think you can make it, tell us. We will find someone else to do your job. This is what she said to the local chiefs. What's it that if the issue of a division is something to talk about at this time? And I'm going to put this up before the end of the show. But go ahead, Vasco. Is she the right messenger?
So Nelson, yeah, she's the right messenger. Because back then when Joel came out with that statement, I know sometimes English hard. I think English giving some people hard time. When Joel came out with that statement, you laughing
people
at
that Raymond, people that Raymond,
I think the English giving it a hard time. When Joel came out with that statement, you know very well that Joel got one of the terrible feedback from the public. And she knew very well that statement was wrong. But those chief you're talking about, did Joel took them from the job? No. She never. They stayed there. She made a statement about it. At the end of the day, she realized she was wrong. So today, now maybe when I come to the English part, the English is giving people hard time. If you read what Joel said today, nobody should beat on Joel. Joel was saying she was not direct. She was saying maybe the action of this president derived from Judy attending the ceremony. She was because she invited Judy. And she was saying,
how can someone who preached, who threatened local chiefs, be telling people at this time be telling the current president that he's dividing the country?
Next thing you see, Joel then You see, in our Liberian politics, you see the president. Eh? The president have a very major role to play when it comes to bringing the country together. Today, you look at Jeremiah. What make you see Jeremiah? Can you hear
How
Jeremiah
about the vice
talking?
president?
Can you hear Jeremiah talking? So the
Thank you.
authority, what the president, what the former vice president is saying today, this man is the president.
Can we all mute, guys? Amy, can you mute?
This man is the president. He have that authority to make things right, to put this country together. Next thing you in Liberia, the country divided. Nobody must sit on the show and say, oh, Liberia is not divided. The country is completely divided. The hate in our country, hate is not easy for each other. Sedition, I want to see United Party people. United Party people don't want to see sedition. That's what we're talking about. And that's what the vice president telling the president. The country shouldn't be like this. This is a time for you to fix it. I mean, it isn't right to put who you want to put in government. I was just saying, I think he's supposed to, give this woman that courtesy because of the time frame she served the country. That's just my point. Thank you, Nancy.
Raymond said I should put this up. So this is it right here. This is a front page Africa. Liberia Vice President threatens dismissal for non-partisans of ruling coalition. Join CDC or get fired. This is what you see right here. The 12th of September 2022. Raymond,
I think you need to read. I think you need to read the vice president's statement because I think comprehension is setting in on the show tonight.
Yeah, it's disturbing you. That's what we're seeing here tonight.
You need to
see
read
that
it for them to understand before they come out.
Yeah, everybody can understand what a woman is saying, but
no, guys, no.
The
Guys,
woman
no.
said, "Wait, what happened to Judy Andy?"
No, but again,
Vasco, you want to talk for 10 minutes again, my man? Every time you come out, you want to talk for 10 minutes.
Guys, again, let's do this.
You need to read it for a minute.
No, again, let's do this. The reason why this thing is coming in is because this former vice president is accusing the current president of dividing the country by his action. She's alleging that because Judy Andy went to XYZ program, that's why she was being dismissed. So it's a terrible sign for the country, intolerance and divisive stuff and blah, blah, blah. So that's why we want to go back in history and bring what this very vice president who is preaching reconciliation and speaking against division now said in 2022. And then we're asking the question as to whether she is the right messenger. So, Vasco, I think there's a connect there, unless if you want to say you don't see it from that point. But Raymond, okay, Raymond,
Nelson,
yeah.
Before I go that far, the vice president argument intellectually, academically, is lazy. Because her premise was a speculation. She said maybe. And further, she was direct and claimed that the president is being divisive. It's just lazy and irrational to say this could be, meaning the probability of it being or not being exists. Then your conclusion becomes an indictment that the person is divisive and all the likes. Academically, from logically, is lazy. Secondly, is she the same vice president who was first lady to a warlord who committed all the atrocity in our country and have never spoken to it? Is she the same vice president who was put on United Nations sanction? Is she the same vice president in 2018 who threatened the chiefs to join CDC and further in 2022 threatened dismissal? And arguing on a premise that is a speculation that could be, and then making a conclusion that is divisive. She's been divisive. And she have always been divisive. She's not a good character. Everything about her track record isn't good for Liberia. She's the wife of a former warlord who's in jail for crimes against humanity. The loot of the country, she enjoyed it. And once the man got in trouble, she got from behind him. That's the character we're discussing. She's not a good, decent person based on the premise I'm laying. Join the CDC, 13 her own people. This vice president is from Lopa County. Her mom is from Bone. The Bone County people took her as their own. When she joined the CDC and became vice president, she threatened the people because they cannot think for themselves. They should be followers of hers. Threaten them. The same CDC campaign chairman said that when they win, no United Party people will work. Are these people talking about divisiveness? And let me remind the Liberian people that the president, as the chief executive, have multiple powers. One of his powers is to appoint and dismiss. And the only logical reason the president should appoint and dismiss is people should serve at his will and pleasure. Nothing more, nothing less. He owed nobody an explanation to appoint or dismiss. He has the power to call the legislators to sit. He can veto what they say. He can sign on anything they do to make it law by the power of the chief executive. He controls the armed forces and all security apparatus in the country. That's the power of the presidency we're trying to criticize. And he doesn't need any other Liberian opinion to carry out this duty. That's why he got elected for. He can pardon people who commit crimes. That's the power without consulting anybody or need any approval for anybody to make these decisions. He supervises the entire people he appoints, the cabinet, including Judy Indy. All of them work at his will and pleasure. He can fire and hire based on how he feels. And all of that. He got many other powers. So nobody should come and say because the president appoint and dismiss, he been divisive. That's his authority. He put up together a team that he can work with, that he feel comfortable with, that he has explicit confidence in.
But
He
don't
put
you
anybody
think?
on his team at his confidant. He
Don't
can
you think?
trust them with his authority. All that authority that the authority of the president. These people are only helping the president to carry out his job. So Judy Andy being dismissed, you have thank the president and all other presidents for the opportunity to serve. And she had this opportunity. And thank the next person and charge them to work and support them. That's what people do in good faith.
How long have
Nobody.
you been a cultural ambassador of Liberia?
I was commissioned in 1994.
Okay.
Precisely, and taken over in 1995.
Okay.
I put it that way because 1994 September. It's just it's an honor. You like when you work and then you are honored, and sometimes it's misinterpreted. It's an honor bestowed upon you to continue to promote the image of Liberia. And in Liberia as an ambassador is a lifetime thing. So
okay.
So I've been sent.
So
a lifetime thing.
I said I was still talking. You cut me off, Chief.
No. Sorry, Raymond. I had to grab that video in quick. But if this is a lifetime thing, who made it a lifetime thing in the first place?
Right.
Maybe we need to call those people who were around from the 40s and stuff like that. Who was that cultural ambassador prior to prior to Madam Judy Andy? How long did that person serve for? Because as far as I know, there's no tenure attached to this whole cultural ambassador thing. How long is the new cultural ambassador going to be going to be serving for? Or are we about to see a tenure being attached to this whole cultural ambassador stuff? That we have in here. But Raymond, take 30 seconds to conclude, then we bring Josh in.
So the very first thing she said, she gave a conflicting statement. She said she was commissioned. To be commissioned means for someone who has an authority to bestow another authority on you to act. So the presidency commissioned her. Anything one president commission, another president can decommission. Because the same authority the previous president had to commission you, the same president, the next president had that authority to decommission you. Like an executive order. One president can give an executive order, another president can repeal the executive order. So she lied. And the fact that she can lie publicly, she's not fit to serve. And that's the same thing she did when Prophet Key wanted her position, who supported the rescue mission. She went on an attack on Prophet Key, even though he spoke against her. But let me just say this thing. Every Liberian have the right to criticize public official, private citizen. But when you serve in the government, it's a conflict of interest when you serve in the same government and undermining the same government. But Prophet Key, as a private citizen, not in the employment of the government, criticize her and use profanity against her, if that's what we might say. So she could take him to civil court for a civil matter. But she took him to criminal court and it got clear it wasn't a criminal matter. She should have gone after Prophet Key. She went on and accused the government. That in itself could have made President Bouaka to take her off office. She was creating chaos and divisiveness, confusion in government. They kept her up to now. So she's a person, her character speaks of itself. She lied. They commissioned her for a lifetime. That's a blatant lie.
Thank you. No, but she said it's like, no. Raymond, she said in Liberia, cultural ambassador is like a lifetime position.
So, Nelson, you see communication is a narrative. And you got to be able to read a narrative, what the message the person will convey. She said lifetime. The fact that she was trying to imply her position is lifetime. And that was a lie. And that's the point. You took the key message out. She was trying to convey and give a narrative that her appointment is a lifetime. Because other people allow her to serve. And she's the only kind of person who go connect herself, and try to be. She did it with President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and President George Manuel. Yeah. But President Bouaka is not a people pleaser. He's not the kind of person that you give praises to and he gets stuck to you and live off, he want to be a demigod when you praise him, then he keep you around.
Thank you.
So
Josh,
you have to let her go. And she served. She should be thanking him and all the past presidents for the opportunity to serve and be commending the next person and giving her support to them.
Josh, you want to take your time and just wait in your thoughts?
Nelson. Yeah, I don't know whether you guys can hear me. I've been having some issues because I usually sit outside for this broadcast, and today I think the wind is a little bit intense than usually is.
Was I a female at the back? Someone can inspire that, in a little bit and then went back.
Amen.
No, Josh, is that your wife? Was that your wife in the background?
Nobody in the house, nobody here. So don't worry. Stop doing that. So look, guys, here's the thing. Sometimes I love my brother Raymond, but sometimes the things he says, they are just so outrageous. Blaming this thing to somebody's husband who committed crime. When was somebody make your husband commit crime to put you in jail for your husband?
Crime is not transparent.
It's not. But this guy talk a lot of baloney on the show, and we are just destined and we are to sit down and listen to it. It's painful listening to this guy sometimes. But look, we can't do anything because this is an intellectual forum and people have to express themselves. But guys, please excuse Raymond for some of the things he says here. By trying to indict this lady for her husband's crimes.
So, but
doesn't know the African tradition where your wife is subject to you. You can do anything in our African tradition. Nelson, you want to stop and go ahead?
No. What I'm saying is, do you agree with the former vice president's position?
And I'm coming to that, Nelson. I'm coming to that.
This president,
I agree with her. 100% agree with her. Look, people say it's coincidence. I don't think it's coincidence. I think the president is very vindictive. He was invited to this program. He did not attend. And I think some of his ministers attended. And the presentation. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And even Ketuma, who the former first lady took Katuma, which is the current first lady now, to this facility to show her what she has been up to. To dedicate this thing, she did not go. And when this lady went, which is the cultural ambassador, she made a presentation there, praising the lady. Apparently, it upset them because they are so thin-skinned. They can fire people when you go on Facebook and say anything about them. They can fire you from your position. So this president is so vindictive that he cannot even fathom the courage to say, look, I am a public figure. People can say anything about me. And this lady has her right to perform national duties. That building that was being dedicated was not for Jamaicans, for Liberians to benefit. But President Bouaka, being so thin-skinned, he went after this woman again. And you call it coincidence. The woman had been up in the position for 7 months since he came to power. He has said nothing until the woman attended this program. And then we'll sit down here because we are all stooges. We'll say, oh, Lord, it's a coincidence. The man wanted to fire a long time. He was just looking for the time. He was just waiting for the time to do it. Now saying it's ridiculous. And I don't know why we should believe it. And then I sit there.
Josh,
oh my God.
Is this former vice president the right messenger?
Definitely, Nelson.
Nobody
sits here
with the chiefs, the local leaders. Yeah, go ahead.
Nobody can sit here and say, because you were condemned because you said something before, so you got no right to say anything now. What was wrong yesterday is wrong today. We all bash her for saying what she said. She got carried away and she said what she said. And we all bash her. So now we should still bash her and not bash the vice president, the president who is doing it wrong now. This is an analogy. This is a thing. That's why Liberia continue to retrogress, because our reasoning is just lined up to this vindictive thing that look, because in the past, because you call somebody in the past, so when somebody calls somebody, you can go judge the case. People told you that was wrong, and you realized that was wrong. So you have repented, and now you can also and tell people, say, look, guys, I did the same thing. It was wrong. You cannot do it now. Why would she wants to take the right from this lady only because in the past she said, people, if you don't join us, we can only work with like-minded people. If you don't join us, then we find people who can join us to work. And now because of that, you want to remove her right to speak as a Liberian, to speak to issues nationally because she said something before. For me, Nelson, it's ridiculous. That's the thing, Nelson. For the fact that this president kept this woman in the role for 7 months, did not remove her, and because soon as she attended this program, people said coincidentally she got fired the next day. To tell you a lot about the president will have over our country right now. He's very vindictive. He's a guy who does not forgive. He's a guy who he will always watch people to see that they have to be loyal to him. That's why he's not even saying anything about those people that have been fired from the MCC, from the Murray City Corporation. He's not saying anything because he agrees that's how things should work. But yesterday when Jacob Koloba was causing George, where he used to go there and sit down with him and the lecture. He even appointed Prophet Key on his campaign team. The same Prophet Key that was been causing women all over the place. And there's the president now who got to sit down and say, "Ho king," because we want bread. We don't want bread from Bouaka. We don't want anything from Bouaka. We want our country to be better, and that's why we're here. We'll continue to talk about it. So, President Bouaka, if you can fire everybody, even go look for Mara Douaka herself. She has been there for 28 years. As a gospel ambassador, please find somebody too, because there's nothing in our constitution that gave you the right to appoint cultural ambassador. Where is that position in our constitution? Where is that position even in our civil service structure? Nothing. We don't have anything like that. That thing was made up by President Taylor, who nominated that lady and put her there. There's nothing that gave you the power to nominate somebody there. But President Bouaka is looking for everywhere to put his people, so he will come and call you, man, take the money and go. Let me put somebody there who supported me because he was living alone. So all the money that he got to pay everything back. Exactly what's happening to the man who brought on the show today. The money he credited to win election, now he got to pay back. He can't pay back. So President Bouaka is owing people who funded his election. So he got to get a put jobs so they can get their money back. Now that's what's happening. So you should not be surprised. So many more is going to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you.
Nelson, If I may,
Okay, yes.
information.
Yeah, information.
Well, I have my finger up first. Let me say
We do,
something.
we're doing our closing now, so you
But
put the
where
info.
George? No, I wanted to point out something else.
Yeah, but that's why we're starting with you. That's why we're starting with you, Emmy.
Don't.
So
All
you
right, well, I'll
continue.
point out something first, then I'll do my closing. So,
Yeah, just do it all in one. Yeah.
Nelson, I got you.
so
Nelson, I got
George,
just
Yeah.
the thing with
yes,
just.
you are cutting
I
me
come in.
off.
I come here. I don't want some kind of joke. The guy who just discussed, then I go on Facebook. The man telling the man picture and they call him being lawmaker. The man on Facebook.
So,
Come on.
Robert
Stop
disturbing
that.
our show because of
The man got the. I mean, we've availed the platform
That
to
was the whole reason why we brought him here. That's
Jerry,
all.
Jerry Yoko.
Not to pay the
We've
money at
availed,
all.
no, guys, we've availed the platform to represent Jerry Yoko to come. He can explain himself. He can. I mean, anybody can come on the late night show. Anybody
okay.
can
So
come.
moving on.
Yeah. So go
So,
ahead.
George said something about Raymond saying something of somebody being punished for their husband crime. I don't think that's what Raymond said. Raymond said her husband did this and did that. I don't see where she ever spoke about it, spoke against it. That's what he said. He didn't say that she go and grab her and put her in jail because of what her husband did, and there's something she could have stopped. And if she know it was wrong, she would have walked away then, not after he got into trouble. That's what he said. And then he said she repented. I don't know where she ever came out and said, "Oh yeah, guys, what I said was very wrong. That was un-Liberian. That was not uniting the country. From now on, yeah, that was very wrong. I repent." So nobody should do. She never said that. She never apologized for it. She never something that George said he bashed her. I need to see where he bashed her at. Okay. And then he said the president, there's nowhere in the constitution where the president had the right to appoint a cultural ambassador. There's nowhere that either that where the president does not have the right to remove her and put someone else there. I don't see anywhere. Show it up. Where it said, oh, you don't have the right to do that, but you have the right to sit there and allow her to continue going. So we need to stop there. And we're talking about divisive being vindictive and all the. I mean, like I think William Jada pointed out. Yeah, okay. Let's say let's agree with her, right? That her low delusional thinking is right. That President Barker dismissed this woman because she went to this. There were a lot of other officials, government officials that went there. Why didn't he dismiss them out of this vindictive thing that he got going on with I don't know who he's trying to something against Cloud. I don't know what he got against Cloud. That he would be in that mood that anybody go to whatever she's launching. Oh, you're fired because you went there. She's my enemy. Come on, guys. This is what we're talking about. That they come here, you're fueling the public to have their mindset, their whole thing about, oh, the country is divided. No, y'all want the country to be divided. The country is not divided. It's because of things that you're spewing out there. Just trying to make them to believe, oh, this is what's going on that is not there. And y'all want to make it, y'all want to put it there. Okay, because no one is thinking about this woman being going there. Like somebody, you have the gender minister or whatever people that went there. Why aren't they dismissed from their post? Why aren't they Judy Andy? Okay, so we need to stop there. And coming to Mr. Jerry, I don't know him. Like Raymond said, he's a nice guy. He from his interaction with him, so I think it was just some kind of from what I'm hearing, decision, like I said, bad decision that were made, and he caused this thing to come to the public. Because from what we heard, there are a lot of attempts that were made to settle this thing in the bag, and he has not kept to his bargain, the promises that he made to settle this in the bag. And I think that he should have, even if he never had it, communicating with this woman and trying to make her to understand that he's gonna, pay this money and not continue to drill her. And she's calling, he's not picking up, he's not doing it, and that's what she's desperate. That's what I see here, and she needs help. She has done it according to her, and she can no longer do it. So she desperate. She needs this help. She needed money from him. So we ought to put ourselves in that shoe, put ourselves in her shoes, and just imagine if this were us, people coming knocking on your door, my money, my sister money, a bank sister time, and you can't pay my money? Because some people may be listening like, oh yeah, this man, this woman saying that somebody took this money. But trust me, some people are believing that she ate this money. You will not take that from that money. They'll be thinking, oh, she probably lying. She used our money, and then she's saying somebody took our money and don't want to pay it. So I can understand her position on this. And unless you in someone's shoe, you don't know what's going on. I just hope that he will come out and clear things or call her and they can iron out things and for it to not go further than what is already, that it already been out there. That's all I would say today. Thank you, and it's been a great show.
Moba?
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. Thank you to all our panelists and the listener. Look, there's nothing here for people to politicize, but end of the day, nursing people will keep saying what they want to say. But as far as we're concerned, nobody in Liberia was born with special position. You must be there until you die. Nope. And first of all, if even that identical position we're discussing tonight, right? If even probably the president can, probably select you or not, look, there's no way you can be somewhere, someone that say go there and you get there for 30 years. Then somebody say, yeah, they will keep the person there because the person go to the former president wealth occasion. And they're forgetting to know that other people went there, from the government went there. And the government get the right to fire them too. Why the government not fire them, only her? So the type of politics, if you want to bring propaganda, you bring the propaganda, let people understand what you're saying. Let people know that I say, yeah, you know what the people saying will vote for them. But everything you're talking a lie. You're saying nothing yet, at least to convince the Liberian people that, oh yes, the people in our interest. No, all you're saying it because of sentiment. You're saying it because you want lie on the government enemies anyway, so that tomorrow you can say, and we tell you, today I see sedition on Facebook praying for people that unfellow Liberian to die in plane. Sedition. You see how wicked our society attend to? How the plane crash? How the plane this? I saw it on Facebook put a lot of sedition wrote it and attack. So when they attack me, I took myself from there. Because I don't associate myself with stupidity. And they pray because they want to see the government downfall. So they look for every means to castigate the government, to lie on the government, so that end of the day they say they will vote for CDC. And you can't come out of power, leave it. If even Bwagana go back, we'll carry Kumi, we can't carry Jawia. Because we know all the people that are behind Jawia are so hungry people. That the reason why as soon as they say Jawia lost the election, someone run the king straight to go and live. Because they can't live in Liberia without government job to tell you how the people are. So when we come here, let us speak. Let us speak truth to power. There's no witch hunt. Those that you might bugger in anything. When it comes to the last time I listened to some seditions, they said the people the government MCC pulled down. It was a mandate from the president, which of course no proof. They just saying it. That my brother Jordan emphasized, Jenna, he say, oh, no proof. You get no proof that the president say the person will lead. The person will lead. You just say it because you're looking for relevance. You just saying it because you want that tomorrow. But they say day you bring topic also they can say CDC was better than the United Party. So end of the day, my conclusion here is there's no witch hunt. The president not running behind nobody. He's doing his job, and nobody was born with special position in our country to serve until they die. Now that dictatorship we're running. We're running a democracy. So anybody that there, if you win, you move. If you don't win, you go sit down. If you win, you stay there. If you don't win, you go sit down. The person that will win, end of the day, they select or they employ who they want to employ. Thank you.
Josh?
Look, thank you, Nelson. I think we said it all. It's been a wonderful show. I think we have to enlighten ourselves. We have to stop sensationalizing things to make it seem that we are in a know of what is happening in Liberia. Some of us would not even know our name. But we sit on the panel to say things as if we know exactly what is happening in Buckeye Circle. Someone, that's the thing. And people, we can use deductive reasoning. That's what the book we can call deductive reasoning, to look at things, not because you have to be there, but we are looking at what has happened. It is not mere coincidence that the way the president is behaving. This president has never been associated with any success. I was wishing today that Fatima was going to come on the show and be a panelist, not for the debt collection thing, but she will be here as somebody who is defending Buakai. So I will ask her why she support Buakai. Does she know anything that Buakai worked with that has been successful? I don't see any history of success in Buakai's 42 years of governance. He been at the agriculture ministry. We still don't have one farm in Liberia, and it's ridiculous. But we are here defending, somebody's action that it took, to relieve other people of the position that they don't have the legitimate right, to remove them from. And they did not remove them because the president cannot do it or they wanted something better. There's no change thing. And I see people saying that, oh, she wear wig, she wear earring, and then she culture ambassador. Nonsense. People are so ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous in the 21st century where people, I want to believe that when you consider yourself a cultural person, you should tie leave around your waist and don't wear Western lapa, don't wear trouser. You should be tying and banana leaf around you. And we listen to these things and we want to believe it. We want to make sense out of it. It doesn't make any sense. We want our country or the world to develop. We want our country to be like other countries. But we want, certain things that don't make sense to happen in our country. If you go to Ghana, the traditional people that are lapa, they can tie around and ways they tie around themselves. They're not made of lapa. That lapa is made in Europe. But you go to Liberia, they say because you culture ambassador, you got to tie lapa. You got to tie leaf around you. Your earring must be a coconut tash and other things. Then you traditional. Zanzakawa, they say he should not fly plane to get on broom and go Europe when you're going on any visit. If you're not doing that,
fly on which
yeah. when you're doing that, I mean you're not part of the culture. And that's the thing. It baffles me that our people will continue to live these sort of beliefs, these myths in them. And one of the things that intrigues me is that they don't do those things not because they don't know. They do those things purposely to denigrate other people, to make other people useless, to make them look bad to the society. And that's what's happening. Because they don't believe in themselves. They say they are people, but they can get it the best cream in it. They can use pangana oil to grease. They can use real cream from Europe. That's what they can cream with. But they say when you culture ambassador, that means you can't do it. You gotta do this one, you gotta do that one. It's ridiculous, Nelson. And to get so close, Nelson, our country is a country that is rich in knowledge, human resource development, in natural resources. And Waka used to say that he had a friend in Vonjima or whatever in Lofa who wanted to come to Monrovia for treatment, but he could not. He could not recommend, traditional medicine from the bush for them to treat a friend there. He wanted to bring them in town. That tells you that the world is advancing. We got people who are studying for things that they need to do to advance our world. People used to live only 50 years. Please mute yourself, guys. People used to live around 50 years to 60 years. Now people are exceeding that, people going to 100. That means medicine has improved in a world that people can now get treated and then live longer than they used to live, not because of tradition, but it's because medicine has advanced and the medicine are Western medicines. So, Nelson, to close out, I just want to say President Bouakai needs to unite the country. We are divided than we were anytime, in our lives. If he does not do that, his term will be short because we'll all jump in the street and make sure that he comes down. Because what he's
So
doing
so
is
you
divine.
okay, you share your pay slip last night and I come and put it up on the show. You leave Australia without a pay slip. You come in Africa or in Liberia to come protest. Yeah, well, let me put George pay slip up.
My man, forget about pay slip. That pay slip, that way 2012 pay slip there. We move on from that pay slip long time.
You know,
But what
anyway,
we
go
want to
ahead.
say, yeah, what we want to say
Raymond,
is, President Bouaga is not doing enough. The country is barren. Look, 7 months later,
George,
nothing.
I got 5 minutes to close.
Police
please.
boot that he dedicated the police boot
Nelson,
and
can
the
you mute the man and allow me to talk?
Oh,
thank you,
let me
Josh.
talk a big girl.
Thank-
All of you
no,
get
Josh.
talking. See,
My man, time over. George, you're talking,
Josh,
you can't get tired too, my man.
So
Josh, thank you.
I want to
Okay,
ask
guys.
the audience.
I know the
please-
truth can hurt, so it's okay. It's okay. The truth can hurt.
I want to advise or urge the audience to please forgive my brother Josh.
We
Because
forgive
I
him.
believe that most of the things he says, he can't even remember. He don't understand what he's saying. But he just have to speak because he was baptized under the evil sacrament tree to the court called CDC that prevents him from being rational. With that being said, I challenged my brother yesterday that he did not understand the bureaucracy of governance because he had not worked in the government. And today my brother came to say that the president don't have the constitutional authority to dismiss the cultural ambassador. My brother do not understand that the president, being the chief executive and head of state, has the authority to commission and decommission, including all of the officers in the armed forces and other paramilitary, including the office that the president set up yesterday. That is not a full standing office in government, but because he deemed it necessary, he could set it up and include other line ministry to work on a specific task in government. That's the authority the Constitution gave our president. The president can create new offices. George, that's common knowledge. Please take the Constitution and read with comprehension. You will grab these things. So the next time you come and talk, you will talk with facts. You will not be making errors on the show. And it's our duty to educate the Liberian people and not to spew falsehood and misinformation.
Thank you.
On the issue of the discussion,
Oh, Raymond,
as
you are not
stated,
going to discussion,
remember
yeah?
you allow George talk for 10 minutes, you will not even allow me talk for a minute?
But
repeating yourself.
anyway, go ahead.
That's enough my protest, yo. George
Let
talk
the-
for how long? The major started
He
in
left the whole topic to go.
Emmy being a co-host, Emmy doesn't help the show at all.
No, because I'm a fair person. I like to be fair.
Emmy will be
So,
inciting.
to the vice
inciting
president,
protestation.
you see, Liberia should be bigger than an individual. And my love for Liberia is not partisan. I got no loyalty to any political party or any group of Liberians that corner Obama. I'm a free-thinking person. I joined the rescue mission because at this time, it's the most appropriate and the alternative for leadership. But this same rescue mission, I got no ownership, membership to them. I can freely disassociate myself. There are other people who are affiliated with government. Joel Howard Taylor was sanctioned by the United Nations for acts that she carried out. She's not a decent character. Her husband carried on atrocity that the man she chose to be. A woman who choose someone who commit heinous crime in a country and choose that man to be your husband, that woman character is flawed. This is a woman.
Nancy, you gotta protect this show.
Can we leave the? Can we leave?
No,
the
I'm not going to
personal
leave.
side
She's a public figure. I got to speak. No, Nelson, don't do that. When other people here calling the president,
Yeah, you gotta protect this show.
You don't protect. She's a
But you
public
really,
figure.
you Vasco be causing Joseph.
She just brought herself in the
Vasco,
limelight.
please
by
stop
making a
hijacking
political
the show,
statement.
Vasco, you're seriously hijacking the show.
She just made a political statement. She
Vasco,
brought
you are
herself in the public
seriously
limelight.
hijacking the show.
I got to address it, Nelson. And I will speak to the character.
You're protected, Remy.
I will
Like
speak to
people
the character
nothing
who
about-
made us a session. She's from Lopa County, the same county that I'm from. That's her father county. The Bone County people allow her to represent them. She paid them with threats. That's the character we're speaking about. The Liberian people got to know who serve our country, what their character. She's the same person who the NPP accused for taking money from George Weah to support the re-election of George Weah. That's the character we're talking about. That's the kind of people who causing division in our country, spinning narrative,
What is evidence?
accusing people on a premise that she said is a supposition. Somebody playing while I'm still talking.
Just be mute.
I just escorting me, Nelson. You gotta protect me. Are you not gonna protect me, Nelson?
I'll protect you, Remy.
Behind every dark shade, there's a bad eye, but we have to go.
So you see, we need people in our governance space who are serious and who are decent character. That's how we're going to cause transformation in our country. This is a woman that is seen NPP accused for taking money from the CDC to support the re-election bid. These are the character we're talking about who's accusing people based on falsehood, supposition. Might be. Then you conclude that the causing division on your premise that you said might be. Faulty premise, lazy intellectually, logically unbalanced. That's the character we're talking about. Look, Madam Joel Howard Taylor, the Truth and Reconciliation and Justice Court will come, and I guess you will be one of those that will be held liable because of your fast track record.
Thank you,
Please
Remy.
give us the decent people to decide what our government should do. All of you who got baggage of terrible things on your stay away from our government. Those of us who haven't committed crime, got zero allegation against us. Let us hold our government accountable. Thank you.
The show finished.
Thank you, Remy.
Guys, I know Vasco, you coming close now, but I beg you, you're free from me. My eyes are very heavy.
Vasco the first.
Oh, Vasco was the first, right?
Yeah, Vasco the first.
No. We started with Emmy.
What
We
you mean
started with
by
Emmy.
No, Vasco ain't close yet.
You know, we had a
Oh, yeah,
long day. I
Vasco.
came from out of
Vasco
town
got
today.
Talata and thank the spill.
So
Nelson,
Vasco,
even when
please.
you want to sleep, sir, just need a show back at the top.
Go ahead, Vasco.
You can lay back.
But
So who will close
Nelson,
it? When you
put
feel
it down
talking,
up,
then you
put it
hang
down
up.
up.
Then
You
you're
know,
on here.
Put it down up.
Yo,
It was Kadade show to now. Put it down up. When I come in,
I
spend the whole
think,
day.
When you're talking about no time
Yeah,
up,
please,
so
I know.
the
Yeah, please let Vasco
Vasco
talk. No
make a
time
point.
up. We can't do that.
yeah, please. So
Go
I
ahead,
think,
Vasco. I got you.
you know, the
Don't
last
worry.
time I said something about Raymond on this show, and people doubting it.
What did you say?
Raymond been working with the government. Eh? Raymond coming in boast every day about they don't want a building farm to market. But when you go around the country, every day you work with the other organization. Raymond then have credibility issue in our system. Not because he can't really he know everything. And some of the other that President Boaka carry on, when they go deep down inside of farm Raymond inside, that's what you see. At that public work era. You'll find them there, he will be there and committing some acts. But let me get to the issue. Nelson, you know what? The time the Liberians were not ready coming to America, Liberia, okay. We're back. Our people enjoy Liberia. Send the people open their country, we start living coming here. I mean, we are the problem. Today, you see Liberia suffering, and because us, most of us are in America here. We're creating the problem for the people back there. And I can always tell my friends there, I say the people in Liberia, the way they think, not the way you and myself think, we think different. Those people in Liberia, most of them far better than us here. It is you. It is Liberian in America.
But why is Vasco making his point? Josh is laughing to the point where he had to be wiping his tears. Look,
that's it.
Josh,
You know what I'm saying?
Josh, we just on the show with Josh, but Josh doesn't support those.
Everybody coming here to get greener pasture. But for us with the Liberian that came here, we are creating problem for our country. Let's see us.
Look, fast go. Don't can spoil all the Liberian way. I beg you. Liberian not creating problem.
Listen. You know, I'm
No,
coming to a point. You can
some of our
listen to
international
you listen to Raymond and Amin
show.
on this show. You listen to one about on this show.
Liberians are good
Do you
people.
What do you mean you listen to? I mean, what did Emmy say?
Y'all give me chair my time to
you
talk.
know. Huh?
Okay, so it's they coming now.
I mean, you'll give Vasco time to talk. Vasco's time. Vasco's time.
These people,
but you said something. I want to ask you, what did I say?
America, we in advanced country, Nelson. Ask them, if you serve an entity for 30 plus years in this America, this advanced country, and the day that company trying to put you down, they have a big occasion for you. Big occasion. All of them know.
You lie.
But man, maybe I don't know where you're coming from.
Go ahead,
Judy Andy served Liberia for 30 good years. Do you know the connection that Judy Andy have also as Liberia cultural ambassador? Do you know that she could be a great help to the current government in that sector? Even you don't want to keep her, but this woman is an asset in the identical field. Don't be surprised. Judy Andy have her own group called Crusader for Peace. And don't be surprised to see Crusader for Peace flying the flag of Liberia all over the place. Because Judy Andy got a contact. People will come directly to her and contact her. She got a troop. I understand back in the days, we had a Liberian National Culture Troop. They were the one representing us all over the place. But when the United Party government came, they saw Kenyatta. It's just that our Liberian people, I don't know what in their brain. They need that group they call United Party. If you know, they saw Kenyatta. They build a hotel that was damaged your entire cultural system. Because ask anybody during our time, the Liberian National Culture Troop, they were traveling, going places. Their children live in a place like a village. Christmas Day, people used to go to Kenyatta. Different acts. Different people live there, go to school, learn culture. But the United Party government sold that place. So it was Judy Andy Tappe. Then I wake up after the war. So if you can put that kind of person down in the form and manner, you feel you're doing it to her, watch and see. We'll come by yourself, Vasco's authority. You'll be surprised to see the woman flying the flag in with her troop. And then your government will have an issue.
Thank you, Vasco.
And let me conclude on the man Akin.
You are not here. You saying it, but you don't want to be a part of it. Why you want to conclude on it?
No, I just want to say something.
No.
About the men are crediting people money.
Vasco, everybody
it is so Canada and George, we are going to be a different place for Canada to be.
Well, you won't bleed it, man. You won't bleed it, man, for crediting people money. You won't pay. You won't bleed it, man. What if the president dumps all the law in the country?
Politics. I don't care what kind of man he is. You need a
you bleed it, man. Your president has 30 years. Going to take 80 million from bank. You pay. When you become president, you tell our country money. You pay.
When Joseph listen to that, Vasco. Listen to Raymond.
I'm sorry.
She spent 30 years. She fought and fly, but.
With the dismissal of
Raymond Lee will come
on in the budget. Government was supporting her money.
No, guys, we have to.
Daydreaming fast.
And now see, he ain't supposed to show.
Raymond will come all that public where women corrupt too much in that public where.
Vasco, my records.
Anybody that working government like rest system.
Vasco, I left government because I didn't want to steal.
So, but Raymond, you don't have
to stay in George without government. Now why I left George without government? Because they was stealing.
Anybody where
in the
it bother you
Clean
for real.
Raymond.
That
I used to
necessary
come. I was
nice.
in government. I used to come to America doing Ellen Johnson salute time.
Peggy
Anybody
Roberts
where in
I
said,
government
never
is
Peggy
stay in
paying.
Roberts
America.
said,
Just there till I
Ellie
left government.
relocated the center, Vasco.
Relocate where? Where?
Clean
In
hands.
Kenya.
You
Okay, so
relocate
guys,
Canada
let's
where?
do this.
They
I want to say
relocated
thanks
Kenya
to
to
everyone.
right
I
before
want to
Fender.
say thanks to everyone. I want to say thanks to
Yeah, go there.
everyone. It's been a great show. One of our ardent followers, Madam Mariah Sando Yinantu, wants us to send a special birthday greeting to uh, little Audrey and Billy. Today is her birthday from her dad, uh, Hassan C. Bility, her grandmother, Madam Mariah Sando Yinantu, her grand aunties, uh, Princess Goma Victoria Yinantu, Elizabeth Yinantu, her aunties Frances Freeman,
The
Lady
pictures.
Amore, all and all her cousins. They're saying they
How old
love
is
her
he?
and they're wishing
Look at
her
him.
a happy birthday
Happy birthday,
as
beautiful princess. How old is
celebrates
she?
her birthday today. Happy birthday to you, and the entire family is wishing you all the
It's
best
anywhere
as
between
you
3 and 4.
celebrate
Is she 4
your
or 5?
She's 3 and 4. Anywhere between 3 and 4. My
um
assumption.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, so little Audrey and Billy, happy birthday to you, all the best as you
Nelson, are we
celebrate
muted?
your no, so honestly, um I don't see the age in the information here, but she
But
should
it
be
don't matter.
4 years old,
Yeah,
thereabout.
I think she's 3-4.
Yeah, but we want to say happy birthday to her, and we wish her all the
Oh,
best.
You see,
they said
father
6.
speaking.
Is it 6? 6 year old. Happy 6th birthday, sweetie.
They said 6 years
Okay,
old.
Yeah.
She's 6.
May the Lord continue to order
okay,
your steps and grant you
okay. But who
more.
So
said?
that's
Oh,
we are far off the mic. Amy
I think
was
her
Up,
close.
grandma
up,
was
You
up,
said 5.
I think somebody posted her.
Mariah
yeah. So happy
Sunday.
birthday, happy birthday again, all the
6.
She's
best.
so
And again,
pretty. Happy
folks,
birthday.
we want to say thanks to everyone. Emmy said when Jeb are looking at
I said it. 5 or
the
6.
baby, little Audrey Ability, Emmy said she wants to have a baby girl. Raymond said
Twins,
if
twins, twins, twins,
Before the
girl.
year ends.
oh,
Identical twins. Say you want to play
Raymond
Tabata,
said,
you be missing it.
Everybody
Yes.
want twins.
Anybody know how I can have a twin? Please let me know. Twin baby girls.
George can get twins. Oh.
so
Now
guys,
go and
as
answer
we
me
on
when I
live,
pray. Please let me know.
let me
I
just tell
love
you we on
twins.
live.
George Bush can get
I want to
twins.
say thanks. I want to say thanks to everyone. It's been a great show. We look forward to being here tomorrow. Let me just recognize a few of our folks who are still here with us to the end of the show
You know
tonight.
I love your George.
Our May to
The mobile one knows looking at this.
Moses Colley, Madam Mariah Sando Yinatu, Lee
Billy George, I
Lacour
get
as
that for you.
always,
But man, George, I
Madam
want to
Ruth.
talk.
My
No,
brother
guys,
Lane
sometime this
Lacour.
week,
George, I
but
want to
no,
talk, man.
Mama, this is not good. Sometime
Just
this week,
because I was saying my
sometime,
number, so you gonna tell me how?
I mean, call the show about it.
sometime this week, we didn't have the show. It was on, I think, Wednesday night. I had issue with internet. I was out of town, and Madam Ruth Goba reached out. She was very concerned, and though I
I
missed a
know.
call, but again, we appreciate everyone who will come here every day and watch out. The entire
Thank you,
next week
Maru.
is gonna
Thank you
be
so much.
hot on the late night show. We have a lineup of guests we have coming up, and there are lots of things happening.
That's
And
how
of
you reading
course,
your comment section. I said, tell me how I can answer how you can give me. Lila, what's I'm gonna ask the funny because they don't even know how they came.
Yeah,
They
man. We
had
want
no,
to say
But you know,
they had no
I mean, it's genetic, right? It's genetic. People who are
exactly.
born,
But I don't have that. That's way down my mother something, right? So
yeah,
I don't
they
have
got
no
it.
twins
So you
something.
try to fatigue
Man,
to
that's
give
the
it
end
to
of
you.
show.
No, I didn't say I want twins or they don't. I said how.
okay, okay,
No,
okay. We want to close the show. It's been a great show. Have a good night.
Nelson, some of these discussions are
Any
necessary
Flomo, thanks for
sometimes.
being here. Shadrach, we appreciate you. To everyone, have a good night and bye bye for now. This is how we like to end up on the late night show.
Like